GG's The Mouthful podcast is brought to you by goodgame.tech, the most welcoming gaming community on Facebook. Join the conversation at www.goodgame.tech.
Welcome back, guys. This is Arnaldo, aka Mad Dog, and this is the actual episode 48 of the Mouthful podcast.
GG!
Yes, and of course that is Mr. David Santos, aka Dream Twister. What's up?
Wait a minute. Did we screw the podcast?
Yes, last week was 40. Yeah, last week was actually 47. I went from 46 to 48.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Fantastic.
I even numbered it wrong.
I didn't catch it myself.
And special guests coming back from a long period of hiatus, Mr. Nelson Martinez.
Hey guys.
The bearded gunner himself is back. What is up, sir?
Life is up and down and
Upside down.
upside down. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But it's good to
that.
be back. It's I started the morning off with some coffee, Irish style.
Oh, yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Well,
I wasn't here for that one.
No,
for
you
that
weren't.
part.
I'm sorry. You missed the bourbon.
Yeah. So I hear you guys in the podcast. It's too early to drink. It's too early.
It's never early.
Not for him.
Where in society have we gone down that men say it's too early to drink?
It's too early to have a drink.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Actually, we had some. We had a great breakfast. Courtesy
Courtesy of our special audience member,
of audio members.
Mr.
Live audience today.
That's
Yes.
right, Mr. Ed Montanez. That's my brother right there.
Sir, the fish was delish, and he made quite a dish.
The fish?
No, he's just trying to rhyme.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we didn't have fish for breakfast. But it was good stuff. Thank you so much for that, sir. We're all energized and now a little bit drunk and ready to go with the show.
Yes.
So let's get right into it. So I'm going to start with what have we been up to, and I'm going to throw it over to the special guest.
Ed Montanez.
Yes, Ed Montanez.
So I've been working a lot. It's just I feel like all the days just end up becoming just like one blur. I wake up. I was telling you guys yesterday. Was it yesterday?
The Thursday
Dinner, yeah. That I was. I set my clothes aside for the day, for the next day ahead of time. I wake up. I'm starting to get dressed. And the other day it happened that on a Saturday, I set my clothes out for Friday night. Saturday, I get up at 6, start getting dressed, and then I realize, it's like, what the hell? It's Saturday, and I go right back to bed.
Man,
So
that's the worst when you get up, when you just get up that way and you're
it's just
Now you have the rest of your day.
well, yeah, it was a great surprise.
well, no, you're still pissed off. I don't know about you, but I still get upset.
Well, I was upset because I was like, man, I'm getting up at 6 a.m. on a Saturday when I could be sleeping. But the good thing was I just went to the other room. Well, I let the dogs out, went to the other room, and then I just laid there until they started scratching at the door that they wanted to come back
That
in.
didn't win.
But other than that, I've just been watching some movies. I started watching Iron Fist. I'm about like episode 8 or 9.
Tell me about this show,
Dude,
because
it's
I'm hearing. I'm gonna leave it at mixed things.
Yeah, and I could see why, because it has a slow start, and then halfway through they're like, oh shit, this is only season 1, so we need to start ramping things up. So they definitely speed some elements up that could have been built a little bit more, or actually, some of the other elements of the story that they were trying to incorporate could have been left out or maybe minimized, and actually pull a little more of the action in there. I'll give you an example without spoilers. There's a part where one of the main characters has to make this decision of pursuing the villain.
Okay.
And like maybe 5 episodes into this, you don't even know who the villain is. And all of a sudden, here comes one episode. They introduce the villain. They introduce like a big plot of the story. All of a sudden, he has to make this super rush decision. Everything's happening. And then the next episode, they're already like facing off.
Oh,
and
wow.
it's like, you could have minimized a whole lot of the other story.
And got into that action a little bit faster.
Right, and got into that and then built it up from there. So it's been pretty good. And then another show I've been watching. Well, I've been watching a lot of animated movies.
Oh.
Like
anime?
No, not. We were talking about this morning.
Oh, yeah.
Sing. Oh, dude, it's such a good movie.
Wait, what is this?
It's is it DreamWorks? I think it's DreamWorks.
No. It's Well, I think it's the animated studio of DreamWorks. It's Illuminate or
Oh, okay. Well,
Illumination.
it's one of those computer generated
Oh, okay.
animation films.
yeah.
Yeah. It's very similar to like Moana and all those things. So.
Yes,
Okay.
I watched Moana, which was
That's
it was
really good, dude.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
really
and the
good.
songs are so catchy because I find myself
Welcome.
and that fucking crab. It's good. So I rewatched Zootopia. I don't know why, but that movie's just so good.
Zootopia is great. Yes.
Zootopia is good. I'm not gonna lie.
So yeah, I've just been I saw Logan, which was oh my gosh, it was so good.
it was good.
Yeah,
It was
still
good.
I'm
Haven't seen
the
it yet.
only one that hasn't seen it. Yeah,
Fix
Sorry.
that
We can
by
fix
the
that.
end of this weekend.
Today.
But yeah, we're gonna just fix it right now.
But yeah, that's about all I've been watching. Oh, Ultimate Beastmaster on Netflix is hilarious. It's like an
I
extended.
started.
Yeah,
I started.
Did you
it.
see the Koreans?
Yes, they were all excited. I was like, but they won. I ain't gonna do that. One dude was real, bro.
Oh, he was
he was a
legit.
rock climber, and he was like. So this is for people who don't know. Ultimate Beastmaster is very similar to like American
Ultimate
Ninja Warrior. and all that.
American
Yeah.
Ninja Warrior, yeah.
And but the difference is it's people from different parts of the world.
Yeah.
And they have like four from each country.
2 from each country
Two from
compete.
each- yeah.
So it's Japan, Korea, Brazil, Germany, and U.S.
Yes.
And Mexico.
And Mexico, yeah,
Yeah, Mexico.
and so they all compete on this obstacle course, and it's real stuff, dude. I was like, man, this is. It looks like it's simple, but you know, you can just like American Ninja Warrior, like yeah, that looks simple. When you get up there, it's not that fucking easy.
Yeah.
so, but
So which
no,
was more hardcore? It would just
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I think
I would say that Ultimate Beastmaster because it's you run through 4 levels if you make it all the way through, and there's also like bonus points that you can accumulate along the way, and then once you've won that, those you enter into like the pool for an even bigger competition, which is going to
which I haven't got. I haven't got that
yeah,
far yet.
so we're
Yeah.
at the finale now.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna get crazy.
wow. Where is it? On Netflix?
It's on Netflix right now. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So, Mr. Dreamy Twister.
Sir.
I'm sorry, Dream Twister.
Thank you.
What you been up to, sir?
Well, I've been a little sick for the past week. Oh, my back has been bothering me too much to
Again?
where
I
yeah.
came back. The chiropractor didn't work.
With no, it's healing.
Okay.
I'm feeling better. It's just it comes back at unfortunate times because like I was ready to go to the theater and I couldn't because I wasn't gonna be sitting down for 2 hours with this pain. And it has also not allowed me to play a lot. I did finish Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh,
Yes.
yes, sir.
And stay tuned because at the end of this podcast, we're going to have our little
spoiler cast, yeah.
Spoiler cast, yes. And so, but
To
that was
the victor
fantastic.
go the spoils.
What's that?
To the victor go the spoils.
The spoilers. I love that. And title. Let's see. And I started to play Nier
Automata.
Automata. Yes, this time
I
head on.
hear that shit is like really bad shit.
It
Insane.
is. Yes, I would say. I can't tell.
Wait, bad as in good? Like she's
No.
fat and it's like PHAT good? Or
No,
it's just
No, but
bad?
you
It's
might
just-
have just
it's
given
just
them a new
insane.
idea for the next sequel.
it is very Japanese.
It is
Oh.
super Japanese, yeah.
There's actually a. Did you see the thing on the group?
like I'm,
What?
There was a posting of this is not a spoiler, story spoiler, but the trophy.
Oh yeah,
The blings?
Yeah, I was kind of hoping. I was trying to get that before because I knew about it, and I was trying to get it and post it before anybody saw it. There's basically a trophy for looking on the main character's skirt.
Yeah,
Really?
If you stay for too long,
If you angle the camera
Yeah.
underneath her skirt so you can see her underwear. And
that's
all
so
that stuff.
Japanese.
I
Yeah.
haven't-
They're like,
yeah.
they're pervs.
I haven't heard. I haven't heard what the.
That's hilarious.
I haven't heard what
That's
the
pretty
actual
great,
name of
yeah.
it.
Oh,
is.
it's hey, what are you doing or something like that.
Oh,
Wait, the name of the trophy?
it's hilarious. It's like, hey, so you got the trophy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been trying to get, but I don't know how long you have to be staring at.
Yeah, you probably have to look at that thing for a while.
At some point, it gets uncomfortable. I was like, okay, I need to move on.
Yeah, especially if somebody walks in while you're.
my wife might walk in and ask me, hey, what are you doing?
Maybe that's part of the trophy.
Honestly, that would be awesome if she walked in. She said, "Hey, what are you doing?"
At the
and
same
then
time, I
goes
got the-
bling. That would be great.
That reminds me of the trophy for N++. The first trophy you get is
okay.
the first time you die. The trophy is called hey, you suck, but it's okay.
No. Okay.
What game is that?
N++.
N++.
That's the name of the game. N plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
N
That's
plus
weird,
is
yeah.
a sequel to N plus. It's very abstract. Yeah, you're literally a stick figure just running around and collecting stuff like moving ninja style. The controls are pristine, perfect. They feel so good. And
Well, they better when it's
it's
just
very
a stick figure. Yeah.
very minimal.
that
Yeah,
frame.
no, exactly. It runs at 60 frames per second.
Yeah.
No. Or
120 frames per
all you're
second.
doing is just collecting these little blips and
I
trying to
think I
clear
might
the
have
room
heard of it.
by the end of the.
It was free at one point for PlayStation Plus, so it's
I
possible.
believe so. But yeah, it's
Okay.
definitely a good one. So yeah, near. The game is weird.
Yeah.
It's not what you expect at all. Like I was expecting a Bayonetta type fight. It has that, but then it throws you into this open world.
What genre would you say it is?
Open world.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh no! It mixes so many different.
So
type
it
of
is,
genres.
but it does have an
Can I say
open
it?
world.
Not in the sense that I wouldn't call it open world in its typical sense. More like, okay, you have to walk. Yeah, you have to walk to this area, but what's the
Overworld?
it doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like a GTA type.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
trying to say.
So not
Yeah,
a sandbox.
No, not a sandbox.
Okay.
Definitely. That's the different thing. I was trying to think of that. So it is it's bizarre. I can't explain it because it mixes a lot of many different types of genres. Like at one point, you're literally playing a side scroller. At another point, you're literally thrown into
The
a
shooting?
twin stick shooter. And at some
I
point,
saw that sequence. Yeah.
you become like afterburner almost,
Oh wow.
and it just fluidly from one type to another.
There was a game that threw in something like that. I want to say it was like a Call of Duty, where it had like a sequence like that. I want to say it was like Guitar Hero or something that was thrown in there, almost
Oh,
like
okay.
like an Easter egg. But
There was a Call of Duty that you play that it became a little tactical, a little tower defensive. I think it was Black Ops 2.
it might have been. Well, no. So basically, what you were saying. No, actually, I think it was God of War because there were some elements of Guitar Hero where the track is
Oh yeah.
moving.
The thing. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. I like when they do that. I really like when they do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely. I realize that there's a lot of games coming out right now that you should be playing also because they're awesome. There's Neo, which I intend to go back to.
Zelda.
Yes.
That requires a
absolutely.
whole console though.
Yeah. Yes.
Which
Whole
you can
console
get,
sold separately.
Yeah, exactly.
Which you can get custom water jetted if you want.
Oh yeah. I saw that video. Wow.
For more than the console.
For more than the console. Which, by the way, I was at Walmart yesterday. You know how they usually lock up the consoles? They put them behind the glass case. Well, the freaking Switch was just out there. Like, it wasn't locked or
Really?
anything.
Oh,
Yeah.
they figure, okay,
They're like-
they're going to be asking us to
they're like-
open it, so let's just leave it
That,
out.
or they're like, please, take it.
Yeah.
I was surprised that it was there. Because there's some other places that are supposed that
Are sold out.
yeah, people have been saying this,
I'm not going to lie. I picked it up and I was like,
Nah.
Yeah, it's that feeling of, this is hard to get.
That's
I don't
like-
need it.
I think I'll
What?
buy an iPad.
Yeah. As well, it'll give you the same thing.
So, yes, sir. Play near. That's all I've been doing.
Okay. Well, I have also finished Horizon Zero Dawn.
HGZ.
Oh man, do I love that freaking game?
Egrets.
Oh yes, Miss Egrets. I put up some video up on the group and on the YouTube channel with some of my fights, and it's just honestly, dude, it's just some of the best fighting when you're fighting one of the metal monsters, not the people. People are pretty easy, but that's actually all I've been playing. And then I just started and beat Super Mario Run.
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Yes.
You already done with
I
that.
already beat it. Well, no, that's okay because I'm going back to play. Because the way it works is there's these coins that you collect throughout the level, and if you collect them all, it upgrades to the next set of coins, but also alters the level a little bit.
Yeah.
Now each set, of course, makes it more difficult to collect them all, and it's good, man. I honestly. I don't see what the big deal was. Like $10, like here you go, take it.
How do you feel? How do you feel playing on a mobile device on Mario?
It's weird. but it looks and feels just like the Mario Brothers from the new one, the Super Mario Brothers, whatever they call the new Super Mario Brothers. I think that's what they call.
Yeah, Super
So
Mario
yeah,
Brothers.
yeah. So it looks and feels like it, like a side-scrolling one, and it's fine. It's a lot of fun.
I'm not gonna lie. I bought it when it came out on iOS in December, and I played like the first 2 worlds, and I was like, okay,
You're done.
I'm kind of done with it. It's a great game. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. It's just for some reason the playing it on the phone and
With the
wasting
tab?
my battery.
Oh yeah, it
That
does.
was
It kills
more
your
than
battery.
yeah. It kills your
Really?
battery.
Oh yeah, it's a hefty little thing. I'm not sure because it's online.
Graphics.
Yeah, it's online too. It requires an online connection, so it's constantly running through for whatever reason.
No, but and the graphics also.
Well, yeah.
It's
Oh, my question is, why would it need to run online? Is it maybe because it's throwing your score up to the community or something?
Yeah, I
It's
think that was their
DRM.
reason.
It's,
But
it's,
yeah,
it's all the
it's
it's
also
all the right management. They want to make sure that you don't pirate the game,
yeah,
so it's constantly pinging Nintendo to make sure that it's a legitimate copy.
correct.
Yeah.
So that's
Even though that's probably been
That's
jailbroken
dumb.
anyway.
I'm sure
Yeah.
it's been done. So yeah, I saw that. I played that, and it's pretty good. And saw Skull Kong
King
Island,
Kong,
King
Skull
Kong Island,
King.
whatever. Yeah, I saw that.
Donkey Kong?
Yeah,
You saw
yeah.
that last week, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I
I
thought
tell
it
you,
was
man,
great.
I think it was
I
really,
don't
really.
know, man.
It was a
It's
lot of fun. I'm
fucking
not gonna lie.
Samuel L. Jackson.
that
that was my problem.
That's-
Yes, that
yeah.
was
And
my
that's-
problem with it.
I gotta tell you, that's kind of and I don't mind Samuel Jackson. I was just sitting there going, "Oh man,
Too much
he's-
already.
Yeah, he went very Pulp Fiction. He went very actually, I think closer to the Hateful Eight. Anybody seen the Hateful Eight?
I
He was
haven't.
way closer to that.
Yeah.
And it just after a while you're like, okay. And on top of that, he's also. I don't know if this is a spoiler, but he ends up being kind of an antagonist in the film itself. So that thrown on top of his normal attitude
Is
is like
over
oh
the
my
top.
God, yeah. So
It is.
Yeah.
but other than that,
It was good.
the freaking movie's great.
That's
yes.
all, Cody. I might
Yes.
watch it.
And I gotta tell you,
Gosh.
I was. Remember, I asked you, is it rated R? You know what I mean?
Was it? Yeah, was
Yeah,
it?
no, but it
No.
may should be. I don't know.
I know. It was kind of.
It was riding that line.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was seriously riding the line. I was like, whoa, this is serious. You know what I mean? Plus, they were, because there's a certain line of cursing, and at some point they pass that line. It's okay, we got to make it rated R. And I'm going, I think we passed that line already. And then you throw on top of the elements of
Gore.
well, yeah, in a
Almost.
way.
I mean,
yeah.
not
because it's
gory,
like
super
animated.
gory, but
Yeah.
kind of like, okay, you know that.
Yeah.
This guy got fucked up.
Yeah,
Bad.
and in some cases you're looking at it going, "Whoa, this is yeah." So, other than that, though, it really, really is really good film. You gotta see.
Did you love the staring contest between Samuel Jackson and Kong?
Yes,
Oh my
because
God,
for
that
whatever
was so
reason they can see
stupid.
each other from mad far.
I know.
Jeez.
He's staring at him like this.
And
with
Samuel
this
Jackson,
intention.
he's staring at this big thing, and he's like super, super angry.
Yeah,
I have to
It's,
watch it now because now
No,
I'm
it's,
curious.
it's good. It really is. You're gonna enjoy it. You're not gonna enjoy the that
Samuel
expansion
Jackson
portion,
part.
but I mean, overall, it's really good. I
What
enjoyed
did you think of the after credits?
It was cool but expected. I mean,
Oh, you already knew.
I was like, oh, okay, that's where they're going. Essentially, they're bringing back. Did you see Godzilla, the most recent?
Yeah, with
Oh, spoilers here, by the way, for the end of.
It's already too late.
Oh, okay, yeah, for the end of. This is an after
And
credit scene.
Oh,
you're gonna want to stay for the after
Yeah.
credits, yeah.
wait, then don't say it because I want to watch it.
Okay.
Oh, okay,
I won't say
okay.
it, I
Then
won't
that
say it.
don't. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, it's pretty good, and I kind of figured they were going that direction, which is exciting in a way because Hollywood putting money behind this property that used to be owned by Toho and all these guys, and I'm like, okay,
Here's what they need to do: Godzilla, Kong, Jaegers.
Oh, Jaegers.
Oh, yes, Jaegers. Throw Jaegers into
Pacific
the mix.
Rim
yeah.
2, by the way, I think is still happening.
Oh, really?
Yes,
yeah.
I think.
I didn't even know there was a 2 in the process.
Yeah, well,
That
it's
movie
been,
was badass.
they've been floating. Yeah, but it didn't make the amount of money that they thought it was going to make, and then but when it went overseas, it did.
Blew up.
did?
Oh,
Yeah, so
shit,
it's
I
like,
bet.
oh, okay, so
Yeah.
they
Those
were like,
freaking
okay.
Japanese people, I bet, ate it up.
Yeah, exactly.
They're all into that monster shit.
So yeah, that's really all. But then I caught up with a couple old movies I've seen already, like Rogue One, which, God, that's such a good movie, dude.
It's the fourth
The
best
second
Star Wars.
best Star Wars.
The fourth best Star Wars movie.
Now it's the fourth. It used to
Yeah,
be
it
the
used to be-
fifth.
Oh, the fifth? Oh, my bad.
Yeah, it's moving up his list.
Yeah. Yeah. Little by little. Yeah, it's not a bad movie.
It's really good, and it's still great. The
Did you
second
buy?
time.
Did you? Oh no, never mind.
Yeah,
Never mind.
let's not go there.
Yeah.
Let's not ask why or how, but definitely.
Many bottoms died in the delivery of this.
Exactly. All right, guys.
Thank you for joining us on this intermittent break. We are back with GG's podcast, episode 48. And making a reintroduction into the show is the Misconnection.
Yes.
All right.
On today's news of Misconnections, we take it back to a place near and dear to our heart. Publix on Reinhardt. If you don't know where that's at, that's Lake Mary, Florida. That's where we all work at. Stunning woman at Publix. On Tuesday, you were wearing a very colorful, tight, and sexy dress and looked amazing. Our eyes met a couple times in the store. I can't stop thinking about how stunning you looked in that dress and what it would be like to get you out of that dress. Let me know what color shirt I was wearing so I know it was you. ... I love these things.
Yeah.
Have I told you guys about my routine? Like, I wake up in the morning, I let my dogs out, and I'm like, I check my socials, and then I check these. Because it's just like, man, this is hilarious.
This goal, like right there.
It's the best.
And
Gives me a good laugh.
Every podcast that had that segment, remember when we used to do it? It was a total hit. It was a total hit. Everybody loved it.
The Misconnection.
The
Misconnections.
Tune in for next time. Man. So we're going to get right into some news. Sir, did you have some news?
No, that was
your news?
news.
Oh, okay. Misconnection news. Public on Reinhardt.
The best part, yes.
All right, so let's start. We're going to start with Nintendo. And Nintendo has apparently fixed the issues with the left Joy-Con that they...
Oh, good.
There was some problems with the connectivity. And it's been fixed on future Switch consoles.
Oh, wait, so...
What? So there's not a recall?
There is not a recall. No widespread proactive repair or replacement effort is underway.
So if you're an early buyer, screw you. We already got your money.
Yeah, basically.
Seth Meyers.
According
to what that issue, was he?
Nothing but love.
No, he wasn't.
No, he wasn't.
Okay, it must have just been spread.
So what they're asking customers to do is to contact the customer support so they can help determine if a repair is necessary. And if it is, the customers can send their controller directly to Nintendo for the adjustment free of charge with a quick anticipated return.
I understand.
So I think they think it's so small, like the percentage.
Well, I understand that they were fixing it. It was literally they were putting a piece of foam. Yeah. That's all they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, something's wrong. It was something was too close to each other.
I mean, I would think that if I had a Joy-Con that was dead or lagging or whatever the issue is, that I would just be like, hey, Nintendo, this is my issue. Call them. They would like triage it, and then I'd send it. They'd give me a voucher. I'd go pick one up at a store. Because, I mean, to me, that would make more sense than sending it, waiting, and then, I can't play any games.
Yeah, they should at the very least cross ship.
Right, because it makes
more
more
sense.
sense.
You a replacement in the meantime, you mean?
Yeah, no, just send you the replacement and send you a coffin so you can send the other one.
Yeah, I like that coffin because it's dead.
Because it's dead. Yeah. So that was their answer to that left Joy-Con issue. I wonder if anybody on the group actually had this issue because I haven't heard. Seth, if you're listening, by all means, leave a comment. Let us know if you know of anybody because I'm sure you have a lot of people picking up Switches at the store, and if they're having any of those issues, they claim it to be a very small number. So that's why they just kind of went with this route. But future ones will be repaired, or rather, will be fixed, and so that's another reason why I'm waiting.
I blame the quality control manager at the sweatshops that is not making sure that these joysticks have that foam.
It could be, yeah. Speaking of issues, a report from PlayStation 4's most recent update. Have you heard about this? The recent, was it 4.1?
Oh, the
4.5?
No, was you talking about the firmware? The 2.5?
No, 4.5.
4.5?
Update. Yeah. So essentially, it was released on March 9th. 4.5 update added a lot of features, including the external hard drive compatibility. Unfortunately, there's also been some issues where some users were being prevented from connecting to Wi-Fi. So it was something was wrong with the update. It was causing.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I was having problems with that.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you
I thought it was my router, so I went ahead and replaced it, but it was still giving me some issues.
Sony should pay for your router.
I think so, yeah.
Huh?
Sony should pay for your router.
Yes, they should.
They made you go and buy a new router.
New router, yeah.
There was nothing wrong with it.
Do you? Well, I have mine connected on hardline. I don't have it Wi-Fi.
I should, because it's right next to my...
If it's right there.
It's literally right on top of it, yeah. So I'll just buy like a blue Ethernet and connect it.
There you go. But yeah, it's having some issues. And according to them, according to Polygon, they reported that the fix will be coming in the next couple of weeks. So those having those issues, I haven't had any issues. But then again, I'm connected to hardline anyway. So, but yeah, hopefully they'll get that squared away quickly for you guys.
Yeah.
The more I think about this, the more I'm just like, I'm an idiot. Like, it's literally right on top of my PlayStation. I could have fixed this a long time ago. And I'm here like, this is fucking Wi-Fi.
Fuck this box. Yeah. Oh, man.
I was like, that's what you get.
That's hilarious, dude.
I'm
your
calling
cable
Spectra.
company.
I'm like, yo.
The hell's wrong with this box?
You guys just took over this company. You're already screwing up my Wi-Fi.
Oh, dude, Spectrum, man. I don't know, bro. I don't know about them guys.
I don't know.
About them guys.
No.
For anybody in the Orlando area, I'm sure you've heard Bright House is now Spectrum, and
it comes with
we're not all
the
happy about
downgrades.
Yeah, basically.
exactly.
All the major downgrades.
Oh, man. So moving on, Microsoft. We got a couple things here from Microsoft. First off, they unveiled the new Tech series in their wireless controllers. Have you seen this?
Yes, actually, they look quite nice.
They
also.
look really nice. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie.
Is it for PC or Xbox?
Well,
both.
they were for
Yeah,
both.
both for both.
They were for
Yeah.
both. There's these controllers, this revision of these controllers that make it look
Very techy, very
techy,
very-
or military. And they have the nice grip of the Elite.
Mm-hmm.
Almost it feels. Yeah, I was like viewing them for
Of
the
course
PC.
you were.
Yes.
Of course you were. I'm surprised. You have it pre-ordered already. Let's be real.
No, because I was still hoping that the Elite will go under
lower?
under $100 so that I can jump the gun.
Well, this one here will be launching first off April 25th, so it's about a month away.
This shit looks nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it looks killer.
For $69.99, they call it Recon Tech Special Edition. That's what they are.
Oh wait, so they're more? It's more expensive than the regular?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, $69.99.
See, this is. You know why? Because Nintendo's
exactly.
controller,
Yep.
they can get away with it.
Exactly.
Now everybody's gonna follow up. Next thing you know, it's like
The
$80
DualShock will be-
DualShocks.
yeah, exactly, yeah.
DualShock 5.
It'll start. That's how it all begins.
Yeah.
A couple of things that it does add does have the rubberized grips in the back, like you mentioned.
Yes.
It also increases
For your
the
pleasure.
controller's wireless range, so it can go
I didn't
further
know
on.
that.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
so
pretty good.
All right, so you're starting to see why.
Yeah, obviously there's something in there that's a little
Yeah.
bit upgraded on there, so that's good. Speaking of, go ahead, sir.
Oh, I was just gonna bring. So you remember BioWare's stance of, they released a patch recently, but they were saying, yeah, we're releasing this patch. There's not much we could do about the facial animations.
Oh yes.
So they're considering it. It turns out.
Remember you said that's a big to do.
Yeah, that was gonna be a big overhaul. But then again, I should have thought, well, these are the same people that actually changed an ending on one of their games because of public outcry. So yes, they're actually considering it now.
The sad part about that is this: that unfortunately, here we go once again. You got people complaining. This entitled attitude, and then suddenly you get the company to do something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When in the end, I don't know. I mean, yeah, the facial animations were all weird, but I mean, to have to complain to get it to fix, I don't know. I don't agree with that.
Yeah,
I didn't agree with the thing last time. It was like they had to go put in what for? You made your ending, you finished the thing, whether you like it or not. Screw it.
Once you're BioWare, we already have a certain level of expectation of quality, even though it has been diminishing lately. But we kind of expect you to be on your best game, especially when you're introducing the new chapter the new season, basically.
Yeah.
And I mean, you're coming up with this, and it's not great. Like I have honestly, unfortunately, I already lost my interest on playing this game.
Yeah. Altogether.
Just because there's just too many other ones that but I don't think I'm gonna. If anything, I'm gonna go back to my backlog, not grab this one. Yeah, I don't know. I have also found the April's Xbox games with gold.
Yes, that's right.
They
have been revealed.
They have been revealed, and they're not terrible this time as before.
Yeah,
they're actually strong.
The last time they revealed, you were like, "Oh, that's bad. That's bad."
Yeah,
Evolve, right?
They will give you Evolve, which is a game that is dead. It says literally has no players.
They had to confirm that the servers were still still running for it.
Exactly. So now like 30 people are playing it. If that. But this time, Major Nelson confirmed the lineup. So Xbox One is getting on April 1st through April 30th. Rise Son of Rome. Which is it's not a great game.
It's a launch title, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a launch title. It was their knack.
Yeah, well, I mean, I wouldn't compare it to knack. But
No. In the sense that it was that game that people couldn't really tell, like, oh, this is okay, or oh man, this is terrible.
It was all QTEs, right? Like a QTE game.
It was very basic fighting. It looked cool. But
very cinematic,
very cinematic.
Yeah.
Awesome graphics. But when you were doing the same movement on every enemy, it became tiresome. But you're getting that, and also April 16 to May 15, you get in The Walking Dead season 2.
That's actually
yes.
That's not his favorite game.
Telltale's.
But that's actually good. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I've been told. Okay, all right. If you own an Xbox 360, you will be getting Darksiders. Or you can get it. You can play it on Xbox One backwards compatibility. Yeah, the hardcore. Well, the other Zelda game. I played a little bit of this game, but I've always heard it being compared to Zelda.
Darksiders?
And I don't know why.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it's good. It has sort of that fighting system. Oh yeah,
really?
It's been thrown big time on it. It's like a God of War meets Zelda, which sounds fantastic. So and the game's good. And so you'll be getting that, and then April 16th to April 30th, Assassin's Creed Revelations.
Yes, that's the last of the Ezio.
I don't know because I don't care.
But for anybody who does.
For anybody who does. Yes, exactly.
Oh, man. So, yeah, some more gaming news here. Street Fighter V is coming to Steam for free, I think just for the week, for March 28th. And it's coming with a bunch of new improvements because it only took, a year and a half for them to improve all this shit?
They're still fixing it.
They are still fixing it, yeah. A lot of
they gave us a root kit. That was great.
Which one?
A root kit.
Did they?
Yeah, I remember that there was a patch that literally rootkitted your PC.
Oh, yes.
And for those who don't know, that's a bad way of doing DRM.
That's basically hacking your own computer.
That's basically hacking your own computer, exactly, and leaves it. Unfortunately, it leaves it exposed to malicious, software. So yeah, bad.
That's a bad way.
And then they took it out.
Yeah, of course, because they realized
by that time I had completely uninstalled it.
Yeah, well, so a lot of the stuff they include, first off, they finally include the rage quit penalty system. Did you remember about that?
Oh, my God.
People were rage quitting in the middle of a fight. And
so they didn't get the penalty.
So correct. They didn't get, it wouldn't count as a loss.
So now if you rage quit, you actually get penalized?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it counts as a loss.
It won't count you as a loss, but it will essentially it'll put you into a pool where you're only going to play rage quitters.
Well, is it after a certain amount of times that you rage quit, or if you do it one time?
It didn't say.
That would suck if you do it one time, because what if it's not that you rage quit, but you have to.
It has to be habitual. Yeah,
it has to be. Yeah, it has to be something where it has a history to it. So
because your
connection could drop
exactly.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if your connection's dropping all the time.
And you're hacking.
Something's wrong here.
Yeah. You're a hacker, man.
So yeah, they've included that. You got the training mode, a bunch of other stuff in there. So if you're still interested in playing Street Fighter V and you have a Steam account, by all means, again, it's free on March 28th. So that is next week, right?
Yes, yeah.
You know what also comes out next week? Ghost in the Shell.
Oh,
Ghost in the Shell's coming next week. Yes.
She is
party.
Yeah.
So let's go. Let's watch it. Let's see it.
Scarlett Johansson is...
We are seeing it. Friday.
Okay. Friday?
Friday.
Friday? I'm down, yeah.
Okay. Yes, Friday. All right. And Wonder Boy.
Yes.
Wonder Boy The remake is coming on the 18th. Excuse me, April 18th, and they're adding something new. A Wonder Girl.
Yes.
Wonder It. It's a BPC.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
No,
Keep
this
it-
is coming. This is coming for PS4 also and Xbox One.
No. To be politically correct.
Wonder It.
And
Nice.
I knew it. I knew that.
Oh no, it's it looks pretty good. I sent you the trailer. And
Yeah,
you
it
guys
was
see
good.
I like those old school side scrolling ones. So
Dude, and the funny thing is that it has a thing where you press a button and it changes to the 8-bit to the original way. It was,
it does.
yeah,
Okay,
it
yeah,
has
nice.
that too.
Oh
So,
wait, I was in the trailer. I was like, that makes sense. I'm like, oh, I thought that was just a version of it.
you thought that was just
Yeah,
showing up.
yeah.
This is what it used to be before. No, you can actually toggle.
Wow.
And this game was known. This game was released in 1989 as Wonder Boy 3: The Dragon's Trap for Sega Master System. A classic. I love that game
That's
so
old
much.
school right there.
Yeah, it's super old school. I love the fact that the game started right exactly where Wonder Boy 2 Monster Island or something like that finished. You start this.
Island, let me see.
You start this
yeah, it was
game.
something like that.
Yeah, you start this game at the battle, with the dragon, with Mecha Dragon or whatever, but you never see what happens next. So this game actually takes up what happens next, and it is awesome. And it is so ahead of its time. And I was so happy to hear that they were making, and that the moment they started showing like. Just like art renditions, I was like pestering you. I was like, no, look, check this out. This is
You sent it to me, and I was just like, okay.
the music
man,
of it is so great. Yeah. So and I didn't know, but Chad Ma from the group, he showed me there is a Wonder Boy game on Steam
Is
that
it?
apparently is good. Yeah, like the real old school. You remember the guy in the cave guy?
Is it official or it's like somebody just hacked version of it?
No, it's a game. Well, yeah, actually, you wonder now with Steam
Yeah,
releases,
yeah.
but it does look like it was a legitimate. Someone got the rights to it.
Okay.
Because it also, I believe, has that toggle between the original and you remember that game on arcades?
Yeah, I do.
It was brutal.
Yeah, it was pretty harsh.
Yeah, because you can stop. You will always run to the right. Always
Yeah,
run to the right.
yeah,
All you can
that
do
was a
was
mess, yeah.
slow down a little bit.
It was not easy.
It was not.
easy.
Yeah, it was not an easy game, but it was a great game. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. April, I believe, 18. And so what are we being served over here?
Apparently,
We're going to take an intermission break for some libations, courtesy of Jim Beam Original Bourbon.
Wow! All right.
we have a
We,
representative from here.
We lost our sponsorship for the Little Caesars.
Yes, we do. Now it's Jim Beam.
That's Jim Beam. I'm actually excited about that because they did that with Mega Man, right? Where they took the
Yeah, they brought them back. They put a collection together.
no. Well, somebody made like a good version of Mega Man, right, or something like that.
Oh, Metroid.
Metroid, that's what
yeah.
it was. Okay, so it's if they do that,
Wow.
sometimes
fan made stuff is a lot better than
Yeah,
because
Indeed.
yeah.
It could be, almost.
There was
yeah.
yes, I know which one you're talking about. The remake of Metroid,
Metroid
2
2?
on the Game Boy.
Yeah.
They made it so badass, and then
Oh.
Nintendo said, "Okay,
Yeah,
no,
they
you
shut it
guys are not
down.
doing
So if they actually got the rights to it and made it, that would be awesome.
that." Yeah, I think this game is legit. I think this game is actually I don't know which house it is that got the rights, but it looks legitimate. And anyway, I was so surprised to me, and it was pointed out when I saw it. I was like, okay, I need to play this at least, if anything, for the nostalgia.
Yeah. Someone
Looks
put it
pretty
up. That was what was it? It was this one arcade game, and you came in on a chopper. You would land.
Oh, Contra.
Yeah, no.
No Contra. Okay,
Uh,
Super Contra. No.
Someone posted it up on the group. They're like, "Oh,
Bad Dudes. No.
And then you can get into like a mech.
Oh,
it was
I know
old
what you're talking
school.
about. I know what you're talking about. Gosh, what is a heavy? Oh, Metal Slug.
Yeah,
Metal Slug.
Yeah.
Metal Slug 3. Yeah,
Metal
it was
yeah.
Chack Rod.
Yeah,
Chack Rod
okay.
was there. Which I actually have that. Believe it or not, I got it.
Metal
on-
Gear is so good.
That's a great. You could play
That was-
4-player, right?
That was one of the one of those launch party type things that Sony does every so often. I tell you that every week they release a new they showcase a new
the
indie
Summer
title or whatever.
Arcade thing.
Yeah, so they
was
did that.
one?
It was either last year or the year before, but yeah, that was one of them, and I picked it up. I'm picking that up. Metal Gear, Metal Slug.
Yeah, Metal Slug.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
So good.
So my last piece I have here is Overwatch. Overwatch's new hero arrived.
Yes.
Yeah, to all consoles and PC and everything. Unfortunately, not yet for competitive play, but I guess they're leaving it in for a little bit before they throw her
Is this
into
the
Yeah.
autistic chick?
no,
or is it the,
she was already in there.
Oh, okay.
This is what's the name of her?
Orisa? Orisa?
Yeah.
Or
She's
Orisa?
basically a well, I don't know if it's a her, but it's a robot.
Yeah,
So-
it's like a centaur looking.
Yeah.
Oh, is that one that they were debating with that was transgender or whatever?
Oh,
Isn't
I
that what
haven't
you
heard
guys were talking
of
about? That?
No.
Oh no, I'm sorry. You guys were talking about the one that they all of a sudden made lesbian.
Well, there's
oh,
that.
No, that's what's her name? What's her name?
Yeah, because you were talking about last episode
yeah,
where
yeah,
they
yeah.
didn't introduce any lore. They're just like, oh, by the way, she's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this one here was we thought it was going to be this little girl who was a robot expert. I think 11-year-old girl who was
Yeah.
a robot expert. But turns out, no, her
her
robot
creation.
is actually what's going to
Yeah.
became the part of it.
That's tight.
Yeah. And so she's included in everything, again, except for competitive play, but they will put that in eventually.
We need to go back to Overwatch.
We do need to go back to
because
Overwatch.
now,
'Cause
I mean,
now-
the gameplay
yeah.
has been revamped ridiculously so, and I need to know if my character Senora is still as good as it was.
Zenyatta, I don't know.
I need to get Overwatch because I never.
Yeah, dude,
You
it's
do.
so fun.
Yeah. And it's probably cheaper
Probably
now.
like
That's
Yeah,
$40
yeah.
bucks or something.
That is the game. No, I think it's an Activision joint, so it's still gonna be
Let's take a look.
40
Go
at
ahead.
least.
Yeah, that's what I said. $40.
Oh, okay. I thought you said 20. That's the game that we hope that we were playing. That we always say, "Oh man, we should play. It's awesome," but we never do.
Yeah. So I always wondered about that because you guys were like, man, we should be playing this
We
game.
should
or-
be- we should be
or,
going
man-
back, yeah.
Or you'll say like, why are we playing this game? And
Yeah.
then no one ever does.
It is, $38.99.
I might pick it up.
Yeah.
Another free weekend incoming. This one from developer Respawn, Titanfall 2 on March 30th, and they are releasing free content. They are releasing their Colony Reborn DLC, which includes a new weapon, a rifle called the R101, which is well regarded for its unique versatility, as
Oh.
they say. And there's gonna be a new execution animation, which I was showing you.
Yeah, that looks sick.
It looks really badass.
Let me see.
I do not understand how cotheads are not eating this game up because it is exactly what they were hoping, what they were looking for. I know it is, but they
You know what
don't want
that
it.
reminds me of? God of War.
Yes, it does.
Oh, with the
That
chain
killing
of
animation.
chaos,
It does. It does. So that will happen for the free weekend that runs from March.
Yeah, like the
30th to the 3rd.
what's it
Live
called?
Die Repeat.
They have Die Repeat. That's the
Yeah.
one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one too.
Yes. You remember the Outlast 2 ban in Australia?
Yes.
Well, it has been lifted.
Why?
It has been taken out. Well,
I mean,
guess,
they banned it before. Why are they?
I don't know because the initial reason that was given was that the game was too violent, way too violent for Australia's age classification. Which, if you guys don't remember, until very recently, M games were not allowed to be released in Australia.
Really?
That
Yeah.
came out
Damn.
not like
Yeah.
a few
They were
years
very
ago.
strict, yeah.
They were very restricted when it came
I mean,
to that.
these people could hunt kangaroos, but they can't show a mature game.
Yeah, they wouldn't exactly. It's like these people are like it's the strength. It's
Like everything in
Australia
Australia can
is-
kill you.
it's an island of
basically.
criminals. Maybe because it's an island of
Maybe,
criminals.
yeah. It was.
Yeah,
It
that
was,
was.
yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
was.
Like
That's how it all started. So.
everything
Yeah.
in Australia can basically kill you, but they're like
Quick, too.
Yeah, too. Like they have fucking spiders that are the size
Did you
of
ever
my.
see Wolf's Creek?
What?
Wolf's
What is
Creek?
that?
It's
a movie?
It's a movie. It takes place in Australia. These
fuck
young
that.
kids go out there to do something, whatever, and they get literally hunted down by this wild dude. Dude, there's a scene in this movie that haunts me till today.
Today?
Yeah,
What?
It's really. I'm just like I'm gonna say head on a stick.
Oh,
That's all I'm gonna say. I'm like, dude, that thing. It's yeah, but it's a good movie. But I'm telling you, It messes with you, and I think I almost want to say it's slightly based on a true story, but it may just be that some people went missing. You know what I mean?
Some people went missing,
And
didn't
they
know what
just
happened.
filled
and
in the
they're
blanks.
like,
Yeah, at that point. So
Half Wolf Man took him. Cool.
In other news, GG is gonna acquire the name BattleNet because Activision Blizzard decided to abandon it for some reason.
why did they do this?
I have no idea, dude. But if you guys don't know, BattleNet was the branding of Blizzard games.
Online thing?
Basically, their online hub. Basically,
Yeah.
it's such a good game. It's such a good name. Also, it was Battle.net or BattleNet. They have had it forever. So talk about brand recognition. No, they decided now they're rebranding it Blizzard App.
That's the new name.
That's the new name.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh,
not
that's-
good.
It's I don't know why, because it's not like Blizzard has a big mobile presence other than Hearthstone, you know.
That's
and,
true,
and,
yeah.
and that's
That's
it.
huge.
But it
Though, let's be
sounds-
real.
It is huge, but I mean enough to. That was a great branding, man.
It is.
So
That
what
BattleNet is awesome. Yeah, that's a great
and
name.
and a great logo also. If you look at it, if you guys remember the BattleNet logo, kind of like a swirly thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like a
an
swirl-
infinite
atom.
swirling thing.
Yeah.
Like an
I'm
atom.
thinking, I'm gonna grab that. I'm gonna go ahead and put the GG logo
I'm
on top
sure
of it.
that
Hey,
I'm sure that somebody freaking already picked it up the moment it got dropped.
the moment it got dropped. Because I'm sure that's how it works.
Yeah, I'm sure someone went ahead and jumped in on that. Quick.
Yeah.
Well, look what. Not to get political, but one of these politicians, they forgot to pay their subscription to renew their website, and during the campaign, our current president went ahead and purchased it.
Purchased it.
Yeah,
Really?
and he took everything down and made it a redirect to his main site.
Yeah.
So I'm sure someone
Yeah,
went ahead and
I'm sure
jumped
they
in
did.
on it.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, GG.tech probably is up for renewals.
Yes, actually, we got the email.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So anyway.
And we're back.
So The Witcher, the Witcher author
yes.
says that he screwed himself out from profiting on the game because he basically the author of the original, the universe, the
story,
creator, the story, the novel.
Okay.
Basically sold the rights to what's the name?
CD Projekt
CD Projekt Red, and I mean CD Projekt Red offered him to pay him, like, to do royalties and all
Yeah.
that. It's like, nah, you guys are not
It's
gonna
like,
do
nah,
that.
this is
Just
gonna
give me
flop.
my money up front. Give me my money up front. And they probably paid him, what
A
right now
fraction
would be a
of what he-
pittance
yeah.
of what this game
Yeah.
is making now.
Someone probably told him, like, dude, he's like, you're the author of so-and-so? Yeah. Oh, my gosh. And they started, like, asking him questions, like,
Oh no, dude, he has been getting that a lot.
well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yes.
it probably blew up his inbox, it blew up his himself, and he's like, shit.
He's gonna be
Too late
I
now.
I
Yeah.
screwed the pooch on this
Yeah, he
one.
sure
Oh, he is pissed, and the reports are that this is not a pleasant guy to talk to. Even to interview, like the interviewer actually was nervous about the whole thing.
Well, why would he be mad? I mean, he screwed himself.
Yeah,
He
of course, of
He
course.
should have
He's
gotten
mad at
one
himself.
legal
Yeah.
counsel to advise him exactly what to do, and thought about it more than just let me get my money now.
Yeah,
At the time, he really, I mean, it's one of those things. At the time, you just like right now, Marvel is kicking themselves in the ass because they sold the rights to X-Men
Oh,
and
to
all these
X-Men,
things,
yeah.
and they can't get it back. You know what I mean? So at the time, you figured that we're not going to do anything with it. You know what I mean? And that was years ago. And now you have Marvel Studios, who's like, "Fuck, we can really." I wish we had
could've
that
gone
back.
back.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But it
could
is
have
what it is.
benefited. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what else do I have? Neo got a patch released recently. The adds the option to pause the game.
Yes,
is
I
great.
heard. Yeah. A lot of these games.
A lot of this is a Dark Souls.
For a gunner who's looking at it like, who gives a shit
Yeah,
about
I
that?
was like,
this is
Why
important.
can't you pause?
This is important. Exactly.
Yeah.
You would expect to be able to pause in the game, but keep in
Dark
mind,
Souls, Bloodborne,
Bloodborne.
none of these games you can pause.
What
They're
the-
designed that way.
Yeah.
why?
It's part of the difficulty. You
Ah,
cannot
screw
stop.
that.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's why I can never get into one. I couldn't understand what the hell I was doing because I would be in this room where the light pillars were at, and then I would go into one, and then that'd take me somewhere. I'd fight the skeletons. I'd find somebody that was bigger, get like 2 hits, and I'd be dead. Then back in that one place, I was like, "What the hell? What am I doing back here?" So I never understood the mechanics of it.
And it doesn't explain it. That's
It doesn't explain shit.
There's no explanation on these games, but that's okay. It's just one of those things where you got to be accepting of that. And pause is one of those things that. And Neo came out and it's very Dark Souls and everything, but they said no, we're gonna put pause in because
I think it's on those games you could add the multiplayer element. Of course, you can't pause on a multiplayer game, so that's fine. But if you're playing single player, why the hell would you not be able to pause? So I guess
it
took the
multiplayer
people.
aspect, yeah.
It took the people from the ones that did Neo. I forgot their names suddenly. Tecmo Koei, thank you. To realize, hey, this is dumb.
Yeah.
It's a single player game primarily. Why not put a pause? And then if you play multiplayer, then don't pause. That's fine.
Yeah.
Which I disagree.
Obviously.
I think there should be a pause button in
You can't pause
multiplayer.
multiplayer.
Well, see, this is if it's a big enough world like Call of Duty and stuff like that. I don't think there should be. But say, for example, if you're at a good stopping point when there aren't anyone near you for I don't know X amount of feet, there should be some sort of way that you can pause.
But how would that work on a multiplayer? Because suddenly we're playing, and if he pauses, all I'm going to see is his character going like this.
No, you just like disappear.
Disappear.
Well, that's
Actually,
what I'm saying.
wasn't the Destiny?
Not elegant, though.
Destiny where he would go like this or something like that, or
yeah, but
whatever.
you're not pausing there either.
You're not paused. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just on a menu.
Yeah, pausing is.
Yeah.
I mean, like you have everything is
Stopped,
frozen.
yeah.
Right. Well, that's what I'm
It
saying.
just
Like,
doesn't know.
there should be a way. I don't know what the answer to it is, but I feel like there should be a way to pause multiplayer where, like, so.
I don't know how.
Everybody pauses at the same time. Go. And then
That's what used to frustrate me about Street Fighter, man. We're playing so many Street Fighter. Somebody hit pause. I'm like, what are you doing?
Oh,
I just
yeah.
need to- or they'll go into the menu so they can look at the moves. Like, no.
no, we're not doing that.
You need to learn the moves and then come in.
You know what you call it? Strategic bathroom breaks.
Exactly.
Yes,
There you go.
strategic bathroom breaks.
It should be a voting system. You press pause, and then everybody else gets the prompt, and then everybody votes, and it has to be unanimous.
Yeah,
Not,
I mean,
no
that
pause.
that could be a solution to it. Like I
Away-
said, I don't
away
know what
from
the answer
keyboard.
to it is, but I feel like there should be a way to pause a multiplayer.
Yeah. Then we have GameStop. There's a lot of news this week. I didn't realize how many news are. GameStop shares fell more than 12% on Friday morning after the company reported sales decline in almost all of its segments during the fourth quarter.
Oh, I'm sure it has.
But yeah, you're a malicious, evil company. This is my own personal opinion, does not represent the opinions of GG Incorporated. GG is a wholly owned and trademark. They're basically reporting that hardware sales were declined 29.1%, and new software sales fell by 19.3% for the quarter. So you got to think that's probably the reason why they're pushing so hard on the
used games.
The Switch. On the Switch also. They have been marketing the Switch like crazy. And I think they are getting priority shipment also.
Okay.
At least that's the only place where I've heard. Well, now, other than Walmart. that
Walmart has them stocked.
that you can finally find them. So yeah, don't go to GameStop. Don't pre-order anything on GameStop ever. Go to Amazon.
You
Go
used to have
every
like
other.
GameStop exclusives where you would get like additional content or a
You know
special
what? After my
colorway.
experiences with I went to trade in my PS4 and
I thought you traded your Xbox.
and my
And the
PS4,
PS4.
and I got the PS4 Pro.
Okay.
So because
Did they
you
give you like
know
$2?
the controllers had that knobby they wore out a little bit just because I had a little wear. They wanted to take $50 off my trading. So it was like, screw you guys. Honestly, fuck GameStop.
But you still traded it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you
No,
had-
I went around. I was
Yeah.
able to finally, get the value, but not before I had to call the manager and talk to.
Be one of those customers.
Yeah, be one of the customers that I hate.
Listen, it's your money.
I hear you.
Yeah,
I don't
true.
play with that.
It's
If it's my money, I'm
ridiculous.
spending. Be like, listen, let me
Yeah.
get your manager. Okay,
Yeah.
no, I'll get your manager.
And finally, Super Mario Run did not meet Nintendo's expectations.
No, they
Did
didn't.
not meet sales expectations,
Even with my help.
which it kind of
On
makes
Android,
me,
or just in general?
No, actually, the
general.
news was the news that they're referring to were from the iOS sales.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because it just happened now. They don't have any data for Android yet to make a
Yeah,
determination
true.
on it. So, but no, the iOS sales apparently.
I'm gonna help him out right now.
There you go.
Support the cause.
There you go. Super Mario Run. It was saying only let players try the first world before hitting a $9.99 paywall.
basically.
And despite all the downloads, only 5% of players actually paid the $9.99.
Which actually it kind of makes me eat crow because I thought if anybody could actually pull this, it will be Nintendo.
I think they screwed up with doing the free thing. I think they should have just went in. It's $9.99.
Oh no,
from
not
the
even,
get-go.
not even
trying it. Nope. I think they should have just done that.
That's
They
actually
probably
a
would have
good
got
point.
more people involved because people would have been like, "Oh man, I'm interested. I want to play. But now you've played, you know what it's about. You've already played the entire first world,
And you're like, okay, I got my feel. I know how it feels now.
I say we hold that thought for the hot topic of the week.
Yes. We're gonna go right into that. Were there any other news piece?
No, actually, I think we need to have a break.
Okay,
Oh.
we need to take a break.
Are we gonna?
We need to
Sponsorship shout out.
we need to save this portion
Okay.
and have ourselves a merry drink and be right back.
All right, we'll be right back, guys. And we're back, guys. Going right into the hot topic of the week. I'm going to move this half a shot away because I just can't deal with it.
It seems half empty though.
It is.
Oh, you took a swig?
full.
No,
Oh.
he did.
Oh, okay.
Our studio audience did.
Yeah.
It's too early for this.
I already had one, and like I said,
Oh, okay.
I think that was more than enough for me at that point.
Yeah, I just had
Still
this one
recovering,
just
so.
now, and it feels warm in my belly.
Yeah, this is my third
Exactly.
one, and it is
Delicious.
11:06 a.m.
11:06
Exactly.
a.m.
That's pretty early to have 3
Yeah.
shots.
It's a Saturday.
So,
and it is
Spring
possible.
breaker, man. Rum schnicker.
Rum stink.
Like I was saying before we were talking on the podcast, I don't know if I want to start developing an alcohol problem, but the way that my life is going, I kind of want to.
Well, sir, we're here for you.
Thank
Yes.
you. I appreciate the support
No problem.
on my road to alcoholism. I'm sorry if there's anyone out there that
I know, yeah.
That is trying to
We're trying
recover.
not to- I know. We're not trying to shine a light on this. So the hot topic of the week is mobile games.
I love the hot topic of the week.
What
Just
are
the
they
way
good for?
the way you worded it was fantastic. Yes.
Yes, I'm ready
Oh,
for
man.
this.
Oh, yes.
This is
'Cause we
why
have
I
a,
came out of hiding.
Yeah. Specifically to support
Yes.
mobile games.
Is that right?
Yeah. Oh, come
Oh,
on
right.
now. Yeah.
Okay.
That's
No,
Mr.
I didn't-
Pokemon Go right here.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a heated debate then.
It could be. It could be because I got to tell you, I don't like freaking mobile gaming
No.
in general. It just when it first started, it was good. You know what I mean? It started obviously on iOS and all that, and it was just apps, I guess, at that point. But once
hello.
gaming started,
It started in Nokia phones with Snake.
Oh,
Thank you very
yeah.
much.
oh, I'm sorry.
and
Yes.
Space Invaders.
Exactly. Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're absolutely right.
Let's
Those-
give credit where credit's due.
Those were like, what do you call those old
Hashtag
Tiger
Nokia.
games? Remember the old Tiger games?
Which one?
the Tiger games?
The Tiger games. Oh,
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, bleep, 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 bleep. Yeah, they're really old. Really old.
Game and Watch. If we're gonna go that far
Oh my
back.
god,
Game
yeah,
and
that's
Watch.
even older. But overall, I think since go ahead.
I just want to clarify. What we're going to be talking about is mobile gaming on like iOS and Android platforms.
For the most
Correct.
part.
For the
yes.
most
For the
part,
most
yeah,
part,
yeah.
when we refer
That's
to
gonna-
mobile, no handheld.
Right, not
Yeah,
handheld.
handheld.
Yeah, that's exactly what I want to clarify. It's not handheld like Game Boy, PS Vita,
No,
or anything
no,
like that. It's mobile gaming like on your mobile phone.
Correct.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
And
And go.
overall, I mean, first off, like I said, I mean, I just got Super Mario Run,
Yeah.
beat it, loved it, paid the $10 for it, no big deal. But as we were just talking about, it didn't meet their expectations, and I still think that had they had they literally just put it out for $9.99 without the free
Without
shit,
demo.
yeah, without none of that, so just you want it, you had to pay for it. They would have made more money.
I
They would have
agree.
easily made more money, and that's what I'm saying. It's this free to play model that these mobile games have introduced that has screwed up gaming in general
you-
on your mobiles.
You
know what I mean?
heard, yeah, you heard the other argument, which is, oh, if they would have released this game entirely for free and then just have ads on it, or have or have microtransactions, that's the way you make money. Yeah,
Sort
you
of.
could make money of that, and I'm pretty sure ultimately that was, the goal is to make money. But then you are sacrificing the game itself.
Correct,
you
because
know?
now you're interrupting the game with ads and
Yeah,
all
and
this other
paywalls
stuff.
and
Yeah.
shit like that.
Which overall is crappy. I mean, that's the problem with it, and then microtransactions on top of that. I mean, that's
What are
that's
the good,
probably the worst.
Let's because I get the feeling that it's gonna go into a very negative territory really fast.
Okay.
So
Well, no, we have
and
this
I-
positive.
No, well, that exactly. I want to hear what are the good things that we can extrapolate of mobile gaming has brought to gaming in general.
Mr. Gunner,
And then,
hit us up. What are the good things?
I'm sure you can think of something else.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean,
Yeah. As we go along, I'm sure we're going to be able to talk about stuff. But I think I met you guys through a mobile game.
this is true. I forgot about that.
Hashtag Deer Hunter 2014.
2014,
so
yes.
it was one of those things where we all kind of got together because of a mobile game. So Deer Hunter 2014 wasn't the best model for gaming because it had, free to play.
Ads.
And
I had all
it
this
had
other-
ads. If you and then you would get these stupid push notifications where, hey, your whatever is ready, or 3-day streak. You would get these push notifications where it was like, I don't care, right?
Because it's like, hey, play me.
Right. It's like,
Yeah,
hey, over here. Hey, what are you doing? Come back. And
You're
like,
on your phone already. Just play me.
So that was annoying. But what I liked is that with mobile gaming, it brings a kind of sense of unity to people. Because you could be at a bus stop, you could be waiting for your oil change. You see someone bust out their phone. Now with social media, they're probably on that. But before, Twitter and all this really got big, they were playing games.
True.
And so
Early on,
Farmville.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, Farmville.
Yeah.
Damn
Oh,
it.
I was thinking more like Plants vs. Zombies. And
Yeah,
that
like Plants vs. Zombies. What was the other big one back then? The Candy Crushes that everybody's
Candy Crush,
on.
yeah.
It's just something to, buy time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Or
Candy
kill
Crush
time, I'm sorry.
was correct because that was you by bringing people together, you're able to give each other lives and help you out in playing the game, which is kind of good, but at the same time you're
It's
kind of
a business.
relying on them because otherwise you can't even freaking play.
Or you're advertising.
You know what I mean?
You are basically advertising for the company because you're
Yeah.
bringing kind of like a referral program.
True, but at the same time, I just want to play. Just let me play the game.
Yeah, instead of playing to kill time, is actually sit down and play something
Correct.
just for the sake of enjoyment of
Like going back to Plants vs. Zombies, what was the best thing about that first one? Right, it was a price behind it.
Yeah.
You paid for it. You enjoyed the entire full game.
Yes.
Right, and then they released the sequel, and now the sequel was free to play.
free to play.
Yeah.
All right. Now you had to pay for basically pay to play.
win.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It became
'Cause
pay to
the
win at that
yeah,
point.
exactly. And that's what's wrong with it. And that's I think I don't. You guys probably agree with me, but I think that's kind of moved its way over to other
Our-
you know
our-
what I mean?
yeah.
Where we're at now, and we got free to play. We have. I'm like, I just give me a price, I'll pay for it, and give me the whole fucking game. I don't, I don't
I
want to
agree.
have, you
Yeah.
know, like that's why I went right to that on Super Mario Run. It's just here's $10. I didn't even play the first levels. I just bloop $10. Here you go.
Yeah.
And I agree. Like we played that the Deer Hunter 2014. We played Stickman Golf.
Oh yeah, and I
That
paid
was-
for that one.
Yeah, I mean-
99 cents one. Yeah.
And we didn't mind paying for it because we can play amongst each other. We could create a little group.
Mm-hmm.
We can play against each other. Another one that was I don't think I played this with you guys, but Words with Friends. There
Oh
was-
yeah,
I know
yeah.
where
We
we
played for
friends,
yeah.
yeah.
and I don't mind paying for it because I'm not getting pop-ups. I'm not getting ads. I'm not being told all the time, "Hey, come play me."
Mm-hmm.
You know, they already have your money, and this money can go into developing updates, patches.
Yeah, it goes to to
Goes
supporting
back-
it.
yeah,
Yeah,
into
to supporting
funding
the
it, so-
game going forward. You know, which you can argue as well that the microtransactions can do that as well. That keeps the support going and all that. But
The microtransactions, however, I find it way too predatory. in most games. You mentioned these games, these examples. Stickman Golf, Words with Friends, the Deer Hunter 2014, and those are games. Those are gems that we find that once we find them, we want to keep them and treasure them because they don't abuse you. With concept. And they're not constantly pestering you with microtransactions and all that. But that's not the majority of games. Those aren't the top grossing games. Those aren't the games that a lot of people are playing. Unfortunately, right now, you find Clash of Clans, for example. You mentioned Mobile Strike, Candy Crush, stuff like that. Those are those are the games that are racking up like millions and millions of dollars, enough to be able to put themselves there, to market themselves on the Super Bowl even.
Right.
And unfortunately, it's because it's kind of preying on the casual market, on the gamer, on people that come in and play these games because they find it on the phone. They don't know any better. They think that's gaming. They get hooked, and then they spend $1 here, $2 there.
I've either heard this or read this somewhere, but I don't know the validity of this, so take it with a grain of salt. But I understand that.
Let's fact check this.
I understand that the
fake news.
The biggest percent of people or money that they make from these free to play games are from rich people.
Yes, that is a fact.
Yeah, they just drop money on it because they're rich. They can
call
pay $1,000
like
for a million lives.
0.3%.
It's really, really small fraction of people.
But
not even us. Yeah,
they will spend crazy amount. Especially that happens a lot with Clash of
Clash of Clans. Yeah.
Clash of Clans. Exactly.
Yeah. They'll put
where they have the big whales.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they call them big whales. And there'll be this small percentage of the population which will spend thousands upon thousands of dollars.
Because the whole deal is, and it's the same way what happened with Pokemon Go. All right, I would spend 99 cents here and there, to get some extra Pokeballs and all this stuff, right? Before you know it, what was that, $10-15, bro?
Yeah,
and just that quick. It's like because I'm doing just $1 at a time, but that's how it is. That's how they get you. So if they can get me, who doesn't have that much money, you know what I mean? Obviously, someone who's rich, a celebrity or something, they'll go, oh. Let me get everything at once, and they'll drop $100 here, drop $100 there.
So let me ask you: has mobile gaming changed to cater to a specific market now, versus when we were first playing, that it was catered to basically someone who wanted to play a game for an extended period of time? Is it now just marketed and games being designed on mobile for that casual gamer?
I think so.
I think it's always been the goal, but they have refined it throughout the years to where now they know the hooks. There's people that make those type of mobile strike games and stuff like that. They know the hooks well enough to where they know if they release the next sequel of it, they're gonna be people racking their money, because people are gonna jump on it real quick. Ever since Candy Crush, I feel like they have discovered the way, and before that it was Farmville, and Farmville made a lot of money.
Angry Birds was another huge title. I mean, they made shirts, they made a movie.
Yeah.
It was
Angry Birds was pay, right? It started off at 99 cents.
Yeah,
for the
then
game.
it became free to play with ads.
Yeah,
you see, that's what I'm saying.
And then it became one of these things where the levels just became so hard that you could be like, well, for 99 cents you can buy this. More lives.
Yep.
Free to win. That one's
or
free to win. Or pay to win, I guess.
Pay to win, basically.
Yeah.
So now that we know, we have this concepts of mobile gaming, how do you feel it has affected our gaming? Our gaming now. And I realize, by the way, the more I think about it, the more I think of, we're living in a very protectionist government now.
Yes.
And stuff like that. And try not to bring it political, but the more I felt about it, I was like feeling like very protective about our hobby, and then I was like, "Oh my god,
I'm turning into one of them."
It's like you can't have these casual people just coming into our games and ruin stuff up. Oh my god.
So one of the things is that yes, those type of models has spilled over into the console market where you have microtransactions now and all that you didn't have before, but that started in the mobile space. And then they said, well, hey, we can, it's the same guys are developing and we can bring that over. Another thing that I think is hidden in the background, a lot of people don't see that happens with the mobile is this. It's just way too many fucking games.
Yes.
I mean, there are thousands upon thousands of games on the App Store
Indeed.
and on in the Android store. It is ridiculous. If you and the buying in point to make a game for this for these mobile is actually pretty low. You can actually go in and any of us could just a couple $100 go in, make a game and put it out there. But what does that do? One, it floods the market with mostly shit. Yeah. And two, if it is good, no one's going to see it.
No one's going to see it.
It's buried upon, the thing has apps that come out. Hundreds of apps are released, every week. There's no way. And what has happened now? Well, Steam.
Can we
Steam,
think of, can
Steam
we
has
think of a
started doing that.
platform that has been corrupted by, the mobile market? A lot of it with mobile ports.
With mobile ports, yes. The same exact mobile games, the way
Just
they look on your phone,
games.
moved over to a PC, or to the console market. Life of the Black Tiger, for instance, is one of them.
Yes.
Which
and
is
that's a console.
Yeah, it's on the console. It's on
console.
PS4 right now. It's the most ridiculous shit game that I've ever seen, and I can't believe they even had a trailer for it.
Yeah,
because the trailer did not sell. This is
Is
not
more
gonna-
ridiculous than Goat Simulator?
way more ridiculous.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna send you the trailer because you're gonna be like, "What kind of crap is?" I wouldn't even play this on my phone as a free to play.
Yes, it looks really, really bad.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. And so that's another thing that's happened that's affected. It's this oversaturation of just shit, and consoles are doing this now too. I mean, they're the next one in line because that's how it streams.
This is how you're finding games that you used to pay, that you pay $60 for, and suddenly they expect you to spend more money. This is something. This is EA. This is Microsoft right now. I'm calling you out, Microsoft, with Halo. You're doing it with Halo Wars. You're doing it with all your properties, where you're basically putting a pay-to-win wall, on your games.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous because you already spent $60. You expect to have the whole game.
That's the worst part.
Well, okay, so let me ask you, because this was new information to me as far as the buy-in to get in on this. So there have been some, let's say, for example, an indie developer or someone we would consider indie wants to start a game. They obviously don't have the capital to make a huge game, so they decide, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and do mobile. Because of the low buy-in, maybe they might have a good idea, but they just don't have the capital to go ahead and put the money in. They don't have someone that can invest in it, so they decide to go the route of free-to-play. So with that, my question would be, is free-to-play that bad? Because it might put somebody in the door to at least become a player in the game and make the money to then branch off and actually make a title that they wanted to do from the beginning, but they needed a low buy-in to be able to get in, to get their foot in the door.
The only problem I see is what I just mentioned is that they have to see the game. And if you release at this, and it's the thing, you don't know when things are releasing, so you release at the same time the next Clash of Clans hits, well, your game is never going to be seen. So you only paid, let's say, $1,000 to get it all started, but you're making nothing back because nobody sees your game. And
Because
if no one sees
every
it,
other small developer is thinking the same thing and putting it together. Steam had 6,000
in 1 year.
In 1 year,
6,000
6,000 games suddenly.
Yeah.
Smaller game, and there might have been like a very small percentage of it, which will be what we call playable.
Yeah,
maybe
a
even
fraction
good.
of it. Yeah, an extreme fraction of it.
But for most of that, it
can get lost. That's the problem.
Oh, yeah, I agree. And one of the other things that I'm thinking about is the fact that with a lot of these free-to-play games, I can see the reason as a business person, like thinking in my head, if this was my business, what's going to give me the quickest turnaround? Like, how am I going to be able to make the capital that I put in back? What's going to increase my yield? So if you're thinking about the fact that people are just turning and burning games because the next best thing is always around the corner, people want instant gratification, so they want to be able to, pay money and win. I'm thinking, well, I have the perfect game for you. Here it is. It's free, so you can go ahead and you can get it right now. Oh, you want to pass this level? That's 99 cents. I mean, that's less than a cup of coffee, right? So here, I'll take that money, pocketing that money, or at least, everything up until what I invested. everything else I'm pocketing, right? Then, you can't pass this level? Have you considered this option? You can buy this for 99 cents. So from a business standpoint, I'm thinking, well, this is only going to last maybe like $10. Then they're going to be like, I'm spending way too much money. Oh, this game's free.
Yeah.
Like, what is it? Like, squirrel. Like something else catches your attention. You're like, squirrel.
Shiny thing over here.
Yeah,
Suddenly,
what is that? Oh, shiny thing. So
Yeah.
because people have such a short attention span and people have that feeling of instant gratification, they want everything now. As from a business standpoint, free to play is the way to go. That's good. That's what's going to make you the most money. But from a gamer standpoint, it is a toxic virus that is infecting it because we want to play the game that the developer, that the writers, producers, that they want to tell.
Yes.
They don't
Couldn't have put it better. It is toxic.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is. And the problem with that is, one, it can get lost in the shuffle, and two, next week, another 500 games come out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
And the problem
if
with that-
you're within that first week, your game doesn't sell, it's going to sell.
It's not
It's
gonna
gonna
see it.
sell. It's going to get buried again.
The problem that I also see with it is that, unfortunately, in the mobile market, it's very rare to see this like out of left field. No one knew about them, up and comers. More often than not, it's the established big publishers. The ones that are racking the money.
Yeah, because
the
they know
same
it's a
people
name.
over and over because they already know. So
One-
that leaves the little guy.
Yeah, in the corner. And two, because they're big and whatever, they can pay to have their game showcased when you first open up the App Store.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, when Super Mario Run came out, the moment it came out, there it is, shined up right on top.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like there.
Yeah.
Now, whatever came out that same week on the Android store, no one else knew about because now you have Super Mario Run.
So
you know what I mean? So
even though it makes sense, like you're saying, from a business standpoint, it's still benefiting the 1%.
the
It's still
small
benefiting
percentage,
the and the problem with that is that it leaves again a lot of small developers with basically no recourse.
With nothing, yeah.
And on top of that, as a byproduct, it is affecting our hobby. Us that we the people that play games, the people that are gonna be here. Even after the casual fact goes away, after the next casual fact goes away, we're still gonna be spending money, and we're gonna be and we're getting screwed because we are now being pandered. $5 DLC here, $10 there.
Not to mention that, I mean, so you have the big ones that will survive this, the big publishers, they're going to survive this, but you have these middle publishers that are not. And they probably are making good games, and I'm talking now going to the console space because this is what they're doing. The same thing where they're going free to play and all this. Well, they're not going to exist anymore. So a game that would have been great from them, we're never going to see because they went out of business. Why? Because they're not making money because they're releasing these games, at the same time as other big guys, and they just end up going to the wayside. And before you know it, you're going to have less and less people doing this. I'm thinking about it now. Is this gonna have to blow up at one point where people are gonna be like, "There's just no money here"?
It did in 1983 with
the video game
game crash.
Yeah, there's just no money here. That's exactly what happened for Atari.
But I would disagree.
I'm sure.
You gotta give it to the little. You gotta give it to the little people with big dreams.
But they're not
Little
getting
people,
that.
they're not making
The
their
little
money.
people
Yeah.
get screwed though.
Yeah.
Whether they
The-
big or not, they try to pursue something that they're passionate about.
Yes.
Just like you guys in your gaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It
mean,
is-
we would be
Yeah,
considered
we
a little
would be, yeah.
podcast. but
This is very
Sometimes
little
whether
compared.
They make the money or not, it's not the big deal. The big deal is like, hey, I got this talent. I'm gonna throw it out there, and you know what? I'm just gonna go for it, all balls to the wall, whether I make it or fucking not.
Well, let me throw something
true.
else into the
Maybe
conversation.
They got some owe money and should they invest it? Who knows?
Does mobile gaming have a future, given the fact that mobile phones are touchscreen? They
That's
don't.
another
They don't
problem.
have
Yes.
a gamepad.
Good
You
point.
don't have bumpers. You're limited to what you can do. I'll be honest. I played this one game where it had the ability to, since most phones are multi-touch, where you can have in the corner like a Joy-Con. But if you went and wanted to hit like the A, you would have to take one finger off of the Joy-Con to be able to hit it. Versus,
I
let's
love
say
the fact that you're
having.
calling it
The
joint.
Oh
Joy-Con,
yeah, I'm just saying that because
we got
yeah,
it, but it's
it's on my mind. You have to take your finger off of that, whereas a gamepad has bumpers.
Yeah.
It has the triggers.
They have proper controllers.
Yeah,
They do.
So
That's another problem with
can't-
mobile gaming. Yeah, the
And
touch
I would have
interface.
to interject on this one too. Mobile gaming system is for, I believe, the lay person that just want to kill some time, got some extra times on their hands, or scam off on work or whatever the hell. Is for your novice.
This
think
is
it's
true.
I think mobile system.
That's the
mobile
problem.
Gaming is a niche field for the novice.
Hey, nobody's
guys
disputing
Yeah,
that, though.
nobody's-
Nobody's
Yeah, no,
disputing that.
So whoever's putting out these games, they're business wise, they're making money off the novice. Ooh, a little interest. Me, I am not a gamer by no means, but give me some. What's that called? That golf game. I will play the shit all day.
Yeah.
The golf game.
But keep in mind, companies know this.
Yes.
And the next golf game might have, hey, you want to play the other part?
Listen,
pay
I will
us
play-
99 cents.
I will
Pay
play
us
this shit
$10.
Exactly.
until I get that prompt to say pay 99 cents. And I say, this is no longer for me. So
Hence the reason they don't make money.
Yeah.
it serves different niches. Is it for the extreme gamers like you guys? Probably
No,
not.
it's not for us. No,
It's not
like
for-
Nalo says, hell no. But
definitely.
I don't think anybody's disputing the fact that
Yeah.
mobile games they have the
serves its
place.
purpose.
The problem is that those
just-
what would you call it? Those systems are being passed on to the games that cost that we play
That we
that
play.
cost $60.
Right.
Those same systems
we
are
already
passing over,
expect to have a finished product, not a pay what bullshit, not an anti-competitive bullshit, because suddenly it becomes a competition of wallets. You know, who has the biggest wallet is
Yeah.
going to win. And,
Exactly.
And that didn't used to happen on the PS2 era. You know, and unfortunately, it was Microsoft also that brought the concept to consoles with microtransactions with the Xbox 360. And it got abused from the get-go. Remember horse armor? Not $1.99 for freaking horse armor
Yeah.
on Oblivion. And it got worse.
Yeah.
It got worse.
It got worse, but we didn't do anything different about it, and
No.
it's still there. So I mean,
the problem-
we're not what do you call it? We're not voting with our wallets.
The problem is,
That's the
so
issue.
would you just said it yourself? You said, I'm not a gamer, but I play these games. I like that because it kind of defines, hey, listen, it's not that I play a lot of games. It's just I like to every now and then kick down and relax.
It's entertainment. It's
Yes.
an entertainment platform. But for your true blue gamers, it's not. I agree. It's not ideal.
Now,
Because I cannot sit on a station and play PlayStation 4 whatever console and play one of these games, even as just to entertain myself for a few minutes.
Right.
So they do have their places.
They do.
Are gamers pissed off? Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah.
But hey, I'm pissed off that my
This
damn
is-
insurance is damn high.
This is the problem. This is the problem that I see is that the corporations sees everybody that touches a game, whether it is freaking Farmville to Call of Duty to World of Warcraft or whatever, they see us as gamers, and they put us on the same bracket, gaming
As a casual, yeah.
Yeah, and unfortunately, the fact is, their idea, I see the idea, it's kind of sound. You bring Tom, Dick, and Harry, and for every Tom, Dick, and Harry that you bring, you keep a dick, for example.
Oh damn!
And Harry,
I'm not sure I agree with your.
yeah, like 1 out of
analysis.
3 is what he's
Yeah,
saying.
yeah,
One
yeah,
out
I
of
got
3
you.
is.
it's gonna be. But
It's
in the meantime,
it's a wide net you're throwing.
in
yeah.
the meantime,
Yeah.
you're polluting the
well.
the well with exactly. You said it very well. It's toxic. People use the defense that we need to expand our player base, but when you do it like that, it becomes toxic.
Now, so we just to add one other thing here, because we talked about like the fact that you can't have a
Control pad.
a control pad, right? Now, the other thing too is like I'm running an S7, right? So I have a little bit better specs. You're running an iPhone 7.
Yeah.
I got an S5.
You
dude.
got an
I'm
S5.
3 years behind.
So it's one of those things with, are these people going to get the same gaming experience because of the fact that they're running different specs? So the game is made based off of what?
The lowest common denominator.
Yeah.
Right. So where I can run a little bit better, it's one of those things where at least with consoles, you have an established like performance specs.
Yeah.
The games are designed for that. The only thing that could change, the only variable here would be what kind of TV you're running, which will give you better resolution, contrast, things like that. With phones, Android being the biggest one here, there's so many variables. You can have a high resolution screen, you can have more RAM, you can have a slower processing. Hell, even the back button could be different. So it is Android, but the types of build could be completely different based off the actual the actual phone itself. So you aren't always going to be getting the best gaming experience.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
unfortunately. So we're gonna read some comments here from the group. Actually, you can start because I haven't even got there yet.
So yes, Gilberto Vega, he says, I can't do mobile games. I try RPGs, arcade shooter, some type of fighting game, card games, strategies. I can't do mobile games. Any games that make me wait 5 minutes to retry or just plain continue to the next level because I ran out of energy, hearts, keys, whatever, is total bullshit.
It is.
There are games out there that are full games, but come with a price tag, with a $20 price tag, and I'm gonna spend $20 on a game that is gonna be a AAA title that is old or an indie game on my console or PC. But that makes sense, you know. If I'm gonna spend that kind of money. So I have deleted so many games on my phone, I don't even look at the store anymore.
Well, yeah, and that brings a very good point because of
yeah.
the fact that with a console game, you die, you retry immediately. Versus here, you have only certain amount of tries that you're able to do before you have to wait until that energy bar refills, which was Deer Hunter 2014.
Yeah. It's kind of annoying.
You would, and the other thing with that is you had a certain amount of money that you would make off of these hunts. You only had so many hunts that you can do per day to rack up all this money, but you needed more money to buy more guns to be able to move up. Yeah, so, no, I hear you. Gabosa brings a very good point. Giovanni also had a really good point as well.
Yeah, go ahead.
He said, other than killing time away from social media, they are pretty much digital garbage in your phones. Our meaning gamers. They are very relevant to non-gamers, non-hardcore gamers, particularly those FTP such as Farmville or Candy Crush. Simple, mindless games that can potentially be done while multitasking, which is true. I mean, most of the time you're
In the bathroom?
in the bathroom, in the morning, as you're falling asleep.
Yeah, that's true. That's what I was playing
Here
last
we
night.
discovered Ed's defense for mobile games right here.
Yeah, it's
The bathroom break.
yeah, so that you don't have to pull up your phone and just look at your camera roll while you're taking a dump. You just like pull out Candy Crush and just
Yeah, Super Mario Run.
Just Angry Birds
take,
that
a,
bitch.
take a level down, yeah.
Again, it's going back to that niche of
That is
what it serves a purpose
Oh,
for
man.
that particular group.
By the way, can I say, sir, kudos on the images that you select for these Hot Topic of the Week.
Oh, thank you,
Yes,
sir.
they're fantastic.
Yes, they are really good.
Thank you, sir. Thank
The
you.
art, yeah. The art design is impeccable.
Trying to keep it with within the within what needs to be said. so.
Considered a role outside of insurance.
Taking out the garbage.
I've been thinking about it.
Maybe a graphic design.
A graphic design,
Yes.
maybe. Well, guys, that'll bring us to the end of the main portion of the episode. As always, you can please go first to goodgame.tech. Takes you right to the group. Join the group, join the conversation. And if you listen to this on iTunes, Google Play, or YouTube, by all means, subscribe and like our channel. Stay tuned. We're going to go right into a spoiler cast for Horizon Zero Dawn, but we're going to let Mr. Martinez go because he hasn't even played the game yet. So we don't want to just destroy the game for him.
Spoiler alert, you need to.
This is Mad Dog signing off for the moment. Mr. Dreamy Twister.
I just want to point out there are great podcasts on our group that you guys should be listening to.
Absolutely.
Giovanni has a podcast called Nivel Escondido. Now, Nivel Escondido is for the Spanish speaking of our group, or if you want to learn Spanish.
You'll learn fast here.
Definitely. It beats Duolingo, I'll tell you that much. So at Nivel Escondido, go check them out. They're fantastic. We also have other projects from people from the group. Now, keep in mind, these are their projects. These are their things. We claim nothing but Friendly Alliance. We have Rafael Ortiz at maggamer.com. I had the opportunity to view the site, and you remember when we were talking about, man,
nice,
we should make our own site and stuff. I was like, oh, we still need more people. This is his design, really awesome.
It's tight.
The guy's doing pretty well.
It's a nice site.
Yeah. So go check him out. Definitely support your local groupers, GGers,
That's right.
whatever.
Mr. Bearded Gunner.
I got nothing. This is Bearded Gunner signing out.
Yes.
All right, we'll see you guys next week. Stay tuned. Horizon Spoilercast happening right now.
And if you don't want to listen, then this is where you stop.
Yes, stop now.
This train does not stop. This is the Mouthful, and we are going to be talking spoilers on a fantastic Horizon Zero Dawn. Take it away, Mad Dog.
Full spoilers here, guys. So if you have not played this game, or you're not near the end of this game,
stop now.
Stop now,
Stop what
because
you're
we're
doing.
going to
'Cause we're
spoil
about to
the
ruin.
shit about the ending of this game.
Yes.
About
everything.
Everything on it, yeah. First and foremost, sir, I want to ask you, how'd you feel about that game overall?
Overall, it was. I feel like this type of games are a roller coaster to me, because it kind of brought me back to Metal Gear Solid 5 when I will call you, I will text you, this game's garbage. This fucking game, it doesn't, like, I can't believe this bullshit, this and that, and the other. And then I'll finish it, and I'll be like, okay, this is one of the best experiences I've ever had. Now, not to say it's too early to call it Game of the Year, but I'm sure. I mean, this year will have to be ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't think it's. I think. I mean,
you don't think so?
We're done with the first quarter at this point, right?
We're done with the first quarter. Okay,
so
game of the quarter.
Oh, most definitely.
And that is only because we haven't played Legend of Zelda. I mean, let's be realistic.
True.
Yes.
Yeah, we haven't played
the
Legend
almighty Zelda,
which I understand is extremely good.
Dude, I need to get a Switch to see this experience, because
or a Wii U.
Or a Wii U.
You don't have to get the. Well, I guess not. But overall, yes, I think this is the most fun I've had playing an open world game in a long time. So, I mean, I can say since Witcher.
Really?
But,
Shoot,
I can say since
to.
Witcher. But I mean, that's what, 2 years ago now.
That is the classification now.
Yeah, exactly. That's the bar that it has to come
yeah.
to. And not only it got to it, I think there are moments where it surpassed it. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Overall,
I
still think The Witcher is still better, but there are some moments in here that really, really were great. I love Aloy, dude. I really, really do love.
I learned to like her.
Yeah,
yes.
she is a great character. I love the fact that she did not near the end. She did not. She was playing along with the matriarch, saying, "Oh yeah, you know." The Holy Mother or whatever. But after a while, she's like, "No, this is BS." You know what I mean? Exactly.
Yeah, there's a bigger thing here. There's a higher, thing with the future. With the future, the old ones, as they call them, as they call the future, the technology of before the apocalypse, before the apocalypse shitstorm.
Yeah, the apocalypse shitstorm. Yes. By the way, I didn't get all the vantage points. I have to go back.
I got almost everything, because at one point I definitely wanted to beat it. I didn't 100% it, but I 90% it.
I still don't have the last cauldron. Which apparently is not even the hardest cauldron. Like, I went to the hardest cauldron by accident. Yeah. So, which is the one with the freaking Thunderjaw.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so
I got all the cauldrons because one of my strategies was to pit the fights against
the other people,
against each other. Yeah,
robots,
pit the robots against each other, and then whoever won. Then
take him out.
I'll take him out, exactly, because it'll be like half life already.
Yeah.
It'll
be much
almost
better.
done.
Much easier.
Yeah, and it's funny to compare our play styles, because I feel like I went with it very bow and arrow or stealth, you were aggressive as
Aggressive,
fuck.
head on. I
You
was
were-
always using that spear, dude.
You were, yeah.
I would everything I did was based on, okay, how am I going to spear the hell out of this thing? You know, I'm going to wait for it to get. I was even doing that on my first fight with a Stormbird.
Oh, wow.
The moment the Stormbird came down, I ran up to it, just started slapping it.
Wow.
It was real, dude. That was, by the way, I put up a video of my first of the Stormbird that that was my very first one, and that was the first playthrough. And I almost got died. That's the other thing you were asking me. You were saying, why is it you don't health up so often?
Yes, exactly. I'm always, you know that that the game has, you know, your health. You can either get potions, like immediately health yourself up, or gradually you health yourself up with if you use the grapes or whatever the hell is that she's grabbing from the plants. And I'm constantly topping myself up because there's no reason to be playing it in the edge where I'm about to die. One hit, I'm about to die. I'm always topping myself up. But I see the videos and they infuriate me the way you play because you like.
I'm gonna tell you why.
You like let yourself almost to the brink of death.
I'm gonna tell you why. I have a method to my madness here. There is a skill that you can learn that you power up, and I'm sure some people have ran into it where you're swinging a bit. You're swinging with the spear. The power is much higher if you're low health.
So wow,
yeah,
that's too risky.
It is risky. I'm not
That's
gonna
too
lie,
risky.
it's risky, but I enjoyed it because man, it's so satisfying to just stab one of the
big robots.
yeah, and take them out with one good hit. I'm
Dude,
like, I love it.
I learned because at the beginning I wasn't using the rope caster like at all.
Oh,
like I had it confused with the trip caster, and noticed the trip caster was just doing that,
setting up
the traps.
Mm-hmm.
But then you taught me about the rope caster, and I started using it, and that became like a main on my arsenal for everything, especially for freaking birds.
Yes, because they're so annoying. They freaking fly around.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, the one resource that I was constantly out of was the wire.
Really?
Because that's the rope caster uses so much of the
Yeah.
wire, especially the higher ones. The Karja or the Shadow Karja one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was another one, and it was just like it uses like 10 ropes per every.
I'm gonna tell you one thing on the game. I never felt like I needed to hit those vendors often. Like I never ran out of resources.
Yeah, well, no, I wasn't running out of resources, but I was dumping shit. Dumping a lot of stuff because I was picking up so much stuff. I was like, I don't need all this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was like, I was constantly selling shit. I couldn't sell the damn sticks, but that's no. I would actually drop. Like I was in the middle of a field.
You need
and
to
just
make arrows out of
drop
something.
stick. I know, but I had so much of it. You know, and it was just like I don't need all this.
Like 1,000 sticks.
Now, speaking of the story, I did want it to kind of shine some light on it. First off, I think it was such a well thought out sci-fi. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The sci-fi behind it was so good.
Yeah.
So essentially, these guys they created the what is it? Caros? No. Pharaohs. The Pharaohs.
The
Pharaohs plague.
yeah.
The Pharaohs plague.
Well,
yeah.
Pharaoh was the
Yeah, Ted
company.
Pharaohs, yeah.
It was a tech company. Think of it like an Apple.
It's called an Apple. They developed robots.
They developed robots, and at some point they lost control of it.
Correct. They basically created Skynet.
Exactly. Yeah.
So the robots now started to reproduce on their own and pretty much eliminate the planet.
Yeah.
The main, not the main character, Alloy's the descendant or
Or the predecessor.
predecessor, of Alloy, figured out that, calculated it and said, there's no surviving this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
This is
the
as
world is
apocalyptic
going to
as
end.
it's gonna
Yes.
end, yeah.
So we have to set up a way for the planet to live after that. So anyway, it is so good, dude. I was
Hey.
getting the information.
This is the spoiler cast. We
I
can
know.
talk about everything.
I know,
Let's
it was so
we,
good.
We are
The
guns free.
Yeah, the facilities.
Weapons-free.
I was sitting there enthralled. Every time I picked up a new recording,
Yeah.
just to get a little bit more info. Although a lot of the recordings just really had people's view of what was
Yes,
going on and
yeah.
everything. But the holographic ones, oh dude, they were so good. It was I loved it. I don't know about you, but
So this is very interesting because yes, the idea is that this doctor, Doctor, what's her name?
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth something.
Something.
Yes. She looks like an older version of
Aloy.
Aloy. You know, and shorter hair and brunette, but other than that, the facial features are pretty identical.
Voice and everything.
Which makes you think from the get go, oh shoot, this is Aloy's mother. Yeah, and she is from. I keep wanting to call it the future because it's the techie side, but this game has it backwards where the technology aspects of it, of machines and stuff like that, that was in the past.
Yeah.
All past. That's ancient. Our civilization as we know it right now, that's ancient to them because they're so far flung into the future. So this character had the idea already of, okay, we're not gonna survive this, but we can, you know, humanity doesn't have to become extinct. You know, we have to preserve humanity. We're going to preserve a lot of cultural aspects. We're going to preserve the knowledge, you know, of it as of we have today, so that at some point in the future, you know, they will wake up of whatever, you know, this new generations, and you know, they'll repopulate the earth and whatever.
But
yes,
unfortunately, someone threw a monkey wrench into that little plan.
Well, I like the fact that they set up all the machines. They were represented. They had mythological names. They had Apollo for the god of knowledge or whatever. Is that?
I don't know. It could be.
I don't know. But the idea was they were following that. They have Gaia, obviously. That's the one taking over. That's the major one because that's the one taking over the restructuring of
Call
the
her
planet.
Mother Earth, yeah.
Setting Earth back, you know, again, with the help of the machine that she was supposed to be able to control. And they have Hades, which was kind of like a
backup.
If something goes wrong, you know, this is gonna be the program that's gonna like destroy
everything just so we could reset it again.
Yeah, no, maybe not everything, but maybe just the back aspect or whatever. I was thinking more of that.
I don't know. I took away from that. It was going to clean the earth,
clean
the earth and start from the beginning.
Okay, maybe.
Yeah, because it wasn't going to stop until everything was dead.
Okay,
and when everything was dead, it handed the power back to Gaia to restart it again.
That makes sense. That makes sense. And the way because it's Hades, of course. The moment you hear the name, it's like, okay, that's gonna be the bad guy. That's gonna be the evil guy. Surprisingly, not to me.
Okay.
I think, and this comes up as being, to me, it became one of the most amazing evil villains, you know, of gaming in general. I would say, was the CEO of Faro Industries.
Ted Faro's,
Ted Faro.
yeah.
Ted Faro was the CEO.
He's the one who created,
He's pretty much the one that created, and he didn't. It's not that he had villainous intentions, like evil intentions. Remember how you said
it made
the
sense,
best villains are the ones that believe they're actually doing, you know, they're actually doing good.
And you can almost support a little bit.
You can almost support a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, this motherfucker.
Oh damn!
He goes. He's like, everything is almost set up already, and he goes, you know, our civilization is doomed. You know, everything that we did, we don't want the future generations of this planet to have, you know, to inherit this mess that we did. You know, this is horrible. So he goes in and destroys every possible knowledge of civilization that was contained in this machine Apollo. He destroys. So suddenly, think about the consequences. Everything that we have achieved from the beginning of time,
knowledge,
all the way to the far future in like quantum electronics and whatever, gone. Completely gone.
Which is why no one knows anything.
Which is why we're
acting like
tribals. Like everybody, it goes into a tribal society because all that knowledge is gone. And they see these machines, you know, as they recognize them as machines, but they don't see, you know.
By the way, the machines were exactly what I was thinking.
What?
They were designed by Gaia to terrorform the planet.
Yeah,
and I was like, no wonder. I was like, they had the thing and they're drilling. And I'm like, why are they grazing? But they're actually just drilling. Yeah. And they're made to look like they look
like animals and they act like animals. And you're thinking, why are the machines doing like animals?
So David, you sound like Trump right now, saying it was a total disaster.
It was a
total disaster. Yeah.
So,
it's you know what? It was a failed experiment.
So
I love the fact that
did they rebound?
Well,
yeah. The obviously they
rebound?
came back
The
that we're
problem
playing
was-
the game.
No, I'm saying.
Yeah.
So what was the rebound? What was the
the problem that happened in this and it was that they started creating this project. I think this is what they were referring as
Zero Dawn.
Project Zero Dawn, right? They started working on this project kind of hastily because hey, the clock was ticking.
Yeah.
The world's about to
The
end.
world's about to
You know,
get
we
condemned.
need to. So of course there was not a lot of time for testing, and you hear toward the audio outlogs all day. Their struggles. You know, the struggle. You feel it.
Well, you also hear through it the people's reactions to it because they're
Yes.
they're thinking, oh, we're gonna be saving the world, and it's like, no, the world's gonna die.
Oh yeah.
We're setting up the new world for after the world
Yes,
is destroyed,
yes.
and
Yep.
it's just like, whoa,
operation-
it's
yeah,
a
that
whole
was-
different-
get your shit together?
yeah,
right?
that was like, no,
That was
let
an
me- yeah.
amazing discovery when you go in and you're like, okay, no, Project Zero Dawn was not meant to save, to save us. It's meant to prepare the world for the future because we're fucked up.
Yeah,
We're gone.
There's
We're
no
gone.
to say the
Yeah.
what was the
you can you have choices. You can either work towards it. You could either request to be killed or request to be euthanized.
yeah.
Oh, put your legs between your
Or
legs and
be in prison, and but keep in mind that if you're in prison, nobody's gonna
Nobody's
gonna come to you
yeah,
when the
nobody's gonna
world
help you.
ends because
Yeah,
there's not gonna
exactly.
be anybody to help you. Yeah,
So let me ask you this. Once again, I am not no gamer. If this game was available,
sir, you're gonna have to speak a little.
Yeah.
closer to the mic.
Oh, I am so sorry because this is all new to me. If this game was on a mobile network, for me, played it a little bit, and then I came to your house the other day, and you was playing this shit, I would have bought the motherfucker because I was like, "What the hell?"
It would never run on a phone.
No, but you see what, and going to the previous topic of, I think these mobile games are just a bridge maybe to somebody who doesn't know anything about video games. They just play it out of pure entertainment or whatever.
Yeah.
When you was playing this stuff, I saw you spear this damn fucking horse. I was like,
It was good stuff.
"Wow,
Yeah.
good
It was
shit."
good stuff.
I would have bought the motherfucker on the spot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't.
it's
I
that
didn't
freaking
because
good.
my daughter has it already. So
Oh yeah.
I am,
yeah.
I am
She's
I'm
still
just playing it.
I am pestering her to give me a turn, and of course she looks at me like a daddy. Go away. But it was an awesome game.
Yeah, it is. It is
the
great.
The graphics was on point.
It has it definitely brought the story. I told you my problem when I was playing it was that I was focusing a lot into the side
The side
quests. I
stuff, yeah.
feel like it did all of them, but as I was going to different towns, they kept popping up. So I was like, I'm not gonna visit a town. Fuck it, I'm
Yeah,
done.
yeah.
I'm just gonna main time. I was bored.
Beeline it, yeah.
I was bored, but then once I picked up on the main story, and that story hit hard at the end, it like picked up. I was like, I could not stop.
Yeah,
The only
It was
reason,
good
let me
stuff.
put it this way, the only reason I stopped it was because my back was hurting so bad of being sitting down for like hours, on and playing it.
Dude, you
I
should've
have
just
to
taken-
say that
You should have just taken it to leave and fucking pinned the damn horse out and shit some fucking damn armor. 'Cause that shit's awesome.
I gotta say the best one of the best characters in it, and I know you don't agree. Silence. I really enjoyed
No,
Silence too.
it's not that I don't. I thought the character was cool. My problem with Silence was the after credit pretty much undermined everything that you have played to the end, and it makes you. I mean, you've beat that last boss, and you have a sense of accomplishment. You did great. This shit is saved. Everybody's cool.
You solved the princess.
But
You saved the
then,
princess.
then you get to the end, and I mean to the after credits, and the silence pretty much undermines everything you've done, and now it feels like they shouldn't have added this. I know they're trying to set up the sequel,
Or maybe DLC.
or maybe
Yeah.
it's not probably gonna be the
Yeah.
sequel. Yeah.
Oh, and I know there's gonna be a sequel.
There's
I'm
gonna
just
be
saying,
there's
but
gonna be a sequel, but it doesn't. They don't need
Silence,
to marvelize. They don't need to put the end credits on everything.
Well, that's true.
Or if you're gonna do it, in like Metal Gear will do, where it'll leave you with a cliffhanger that be like, what the fuck is gonna happen next? You're like, this is out of nowhere.
That being said, and I have wrote this down here because I'm pretty sure this is going to be the case. This story was so original that I don't think the sequel is going to live up to this. I mean, it has to be a really, really well thought out sequel story for it to come
Let's
up to
face
this
it,
one.
it's probably going to be more of the same.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
That's the thing.
Which
Yeah.
is not going to be as amazing as the first one, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
But my favorite scene, I don't know if you have any, but was the whole Sun Ring fight when all your tools and everything's been taken away, and they put you to fight a freaking behemoth. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
this is bullshit.
I thought
was
that was
actually
so unfair.
yeah, I was actually nervous. I'm like, okay, so somebody's gonna help me out at one point, right? No.
No.
You get into the ring and you're like, this is how the hell do I? And then of course you figure out you just got to take out the pillars, or actually you got to get it to take out the pillars. You know what I mean? But no, it was the whole setup to it, the leading up to it. I was like, okay,
Yeah,
things
it's like,
are.
shit
he
gets real.
destroyed the focus, and I'm like, se me jodió todo. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do now. You know what I mean? But yeah, it was. That's probably my favorite moment. Everything leading up to that was probably pretty good.
I probably had. I mean, that was definitely a memorable,
Yeah.
a memorable moment for it. Setting up to that. I think that's when the story really picked up. With suddenly, like, I forgot the name of that monk dude or whatever he was.
Oh, the guy you're fighting.
Yeah, the guy.
against?
The guy
I
you're
forgot his
fighting.
name too, yeah.
Now, there is a point. My favorite point is when you beat the crap out of him finally on a later part, and you get the choice, and they had, you know how they had the mercy thinking or offensive. Mm-hmm. You know the choices.
The choices, yeah.
The choices. What did you pick?
fist, I always went with with the brain.
With the brain?
Yeah, I always
What
went
did,
with the
what did she say when she goes over the brain?
I forgot.
Oh no! Come on.
No,
Break
I
it.
don't
Try to
remember,
recall it.
dude.
Oh, then we need
So
to
what's
YouTube
the
this.
choice again? What's the decision that you're making?
Well, you destroy him, then you're going to. It looks like, you know how they say something at the end, and you're about to like just you're gonna fucking kill the motherfucker. But you have three options. You have the brain option, which I would love to know what it, you know.
What did you go
was
with?
it? I went with the offensive. I was
think-
like, you are nothing, and you will become. Your name will never be remembered. I mean, I'm paraphrasing here,
Yeah.
but it's like he thought he was like the chosen from the
chosen one.
gods, and he's like, and now your people are gonna see you for what you really are. It's like it was like, yeah, I sure.
think-
And then she throws him off.
I think if I'm not mistaken, the brain one looks to do like something in the middle, but then it goes, no, you have to choose one or the other. You know, like it's there
Oh,
for the
yeah?
moment. There's a sequence that plays out, and then.
But he says,
But now, yeah, that's now
So
voided.
you can show mercy, because let me tell you, I show mercy.
He's still going.
He's still gone?
Yeah,
Oh,
you can show mercy at first, but it forces you to make a choice at some point, and
Oh,
the
okay.
choice obviously is
Oh,
you're not
okay.
gonna let him fucking go.
No. I mean,
Yeah,
I pretty much destroy him with a satisfaction that I haven't had in a game in a long
Dude,
time.
he was a very scary character.
Yeah.
Very scary.
There was another choice like that on the what's the name of the guy that sees you first? The first other person that you see with a focus.
Olins.
Olins,
Yeah.
yes. You're following him for most of the game because
I showed him
he's
mercy.
basically because he's basically the person who brought through him helped the shadow
Hades,
Karja find you when you were doing your proving, and a lot of people died there. I wanted to kill him. I was ready to kill him. I like all the way that once I find Olin, that he's gonna pay. Once I knew his story, once I found the thing, it's like, shit, this is gonna force me to show mercy because I don't want to kill him now. I understand the Shadow Karja has their wife and
child
hostage, and you even have the option of going rescue them after killing Olin, I guess, right? Which would have made no sense. So I was like,
after killing Olin?
yeah, if you kill Olin, you still have to go there.
I didn't kill him, so I
didn't
don't know.
kill. Well, yeah, I
it
guess
may
not.
not. It may not be an option at that point.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. But I not only I showed mercy, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna let you live, but you're gonna help me with this.
Yeah.
And okay, so we did the same.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
that's
one I showed
boring.
mercy. Yeah, no, yeah, I agree with you. I was just like, oh, he's being forced. You know,
Yeah.
granted, people died because of it, but he was being forced. So like, no,
It tells you, you're showing me more mercy than I
then
deserve.
yeah,
And
deserve.
it's
Yeah.
like, yeah. Well,
so he's
you're living with a
repentant.
conscience.
Yeah,
You're
he's
living with the
repentant,
conscience
so.
of what happened. You know, all the innocent people that died because of you. But yeah, but put in the same situation. That's the way I was able to. It's like, man, put in the same situation. You have to understand his
you
motives.
have to understand that. That's why his wife and kid is kidnapped. You know,
Yeah.
they're gonna get killed, or you're gonna do what they say. So
Yeah, exactly.
But another thing that I enjoyed from the game to the very end, and probably still afterwards, the difficulty doesn't go away.
No,
It's not. It never suddenly gets easy to take on
No.
these robots. They are always hard. You get more tools and more things that you can do with.
I heard
but-
you could get a or
Oh,
I
a
know you
suit,
could get
yeah,
a suit
yeah,
that
yeah.
makes you pretty much invincible.
Yeah, I'm like
When-
I wanted it because I figured it was going to be a cool suit and everything. But now that I know what it does, I'm like,
Did you
don't think I
did you
want
at
it.
least try to get it?
I have no. See, I only have 3 of the. You need 5 power cells. I only got 3. So
No, you need 4. Well, no, you need
no,
5.
5, yeah.
But somehow I ended up with 1, so I only needed 1 more.
So what's
So
the suit?
I went.
the suit is basically it reflects all the damage, so it doesn't. It never takes off damage. And
It's
just
easy
like-
mode, basically.
Basically, yeah.
So I tried to get it, and then I opened that door, and I was like, okay, ready to get my suit. But to get the suit, I had to power up the machine that was powering up the door for the suit, I guess, or something
Yeah.
like that. I don't remember. And I needed even more power cells, and I
Yeah.
was like, fuck this. Okay, now.
Yeah.
Next,
That's, I
let me
thought I
just-
only needed 2,
I
and
haven't
now I
needed
need
it.
5. Yeah.
Now you have bought out the full wardrobe of those of suits.
I have.
Whether I only did with 2, the stealthy one, and the
power one?
The one
The
that
one that
the flex,
reflects, yeah.
the flex.
Some of the damage. Yeah.
some of the damage, exactly.
I have it for special occasions. It becomes if it becomes nighttime,
Let me
I
get
suddenly
dressed.
have the silent one.
Let me get dressed for night.
If I'm in the mountains and it's snowy, I suddenly have the snow one. You know what? I'm constantly switching between them.
So do you have the spring break suit?
The what?
The spring break suit.
No, there's no spring
It's
break.
not
Called the spring breaker speedo of attack.
This
No.
is a girl, so there's no speedo in this.
That's,
Oh, wait,
that's not the type of
okay.
game. Which now that he mentions, also love the fact that it's you're playing a female.
And it's
You're not
sexualized,
over sexualized
yeah.
at
Not
all,
over-sexualized, yep.
which cannot be said about the game that I'm playing right now, Nier, which she is totally sexualized.
Yeah, very well. It's
And she's an
Japanese on top
android.
of that, yeah. So
yeah.
that's probably
so,
why.
So different
Some
psychologies,
IA stuff.
but
Another thing I want to say,
Yeah.
developers have been put on check here, bro, or put on alert, man.
Yeah.
Bethesda, you have The Witcher, you have Horizon. You cannot come out with some other janky shit again. You
Yeah.
cannot, because I don't think it's gonna do like Fallout. I don't think Fallout 4 did as well as they were expecting it to do. Maybe
I'm
not.
not
I don't
sure,
know.
but
I don't know.
mean,
I don't
we
have
have Fallout
numbers.
4 VR now coming, so who
Oh,
knows?
so I guess they're doing okay, but they're not going to be able to get away with that again. Not after
No,
these games that have been
absolutely
yeah.
not. There's no reason, and I mean, keep in mind there have been other open world. You forgot to mention GTA 5, which is
GTA
super
5.
well
That's
crafted,
fine.
super well
GTA
crafted.
5.
Thank you.
Although GTA 5 was there before
all
Fallout
of it.
4, yeah.
Exactly.
So whatever.
Exactly.
That's, obviously, that didn't fix anything.
So good and bad things.
Bad things. The only thing I can think of bad things. I didn't really like the having to constantly get herbs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like
Picking
yeah.
out stuff from the
And it's just like I gotta fill this pouch back up again. I didn't really care for that. The humans were a little too easy. Like I never got scared when I was fighting some, like a tribe or anything like that. Like the bandit camps, never feared them. I was like, whatever the level is, I'm sneaking around the whole thing anyway. Half
Yeah.
the time, by the time they're alerted, there's only 2 of them left. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I'm not even well worried about you 2 fools. Those are that I wish there was a little bit more difficulty there. That would really amp up the game, that you are never ever relaxed, because there were times where I'm in the middle in the field, and there's a not grazers. What's the one that looked like buffalo? Whatever the buffalo one.
Whatever the buffalo one.
Yeah, there's like a bunch of them, and then there was two of the thunderjaws, and dude, at some point you're like, I got to get past this.
Yeah.
I can either fight them, which with so many of them can easily I get overwhelmed. You know what I mean? Or I have to sneak by them. So I was sneaking a lot because I was like, I'm not sure if I want to fight two herds of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there were other times where I saw like Ravagers, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna take what I'm gonna do with these Ravagers. I'm gonna take their guns. So I would shoot the guns off, let it die down for a little bit, and I'll go take the guns. And dude, I would be eliminating so many things. With the Ravager guns are real, dude. I mean, those things. That's why that's the first thing you want to knock off. Other than that, I don't really have anything else other than the fact that, you know, the same collectibles and all this stuff where it can really kind of throw you off into the loop. But like I said, once you get focused on the story, man, it's so good.
Maybe
it's so good.
Yes, actually, I do have several good things to say, you know, about it. Besides the fact that we've been gushing about, you know, story stuff, but this game has no microtransactions. No microtransaction bullshit. You know, you pay $60, you get the game.
A full story.
You get the full story, exactly. There's no season pass either. It has no season pass.
There was no day one patch either.
There was no day one patch either. Yeah.
Everything was exactly the way it should be.
Exactly.
There was, believe it or not, I don't know if you heard of the 200-hour thing.
What?
There was a patch that was put in later, believe it or not, where there were some technical things that were happening once you passed the 200-hour mark.
Wow.
Which the funny thing is,
somebody tested it that long.
It was like at that point when that was released, if you were to play, they were measuring it out from the moment it released to that patch. You'd have to play about 9 hours per day to get to the 200 mark.
Wow.
So
and
somebody did. Somebody did.
This game is an original IP. None of this sequel BS that a lot the
That's why I think it's Game of the Year.
That's why
I think it's Game because it's a new IP.
It's a new IP that's done things very well from the get-go. That engine is a technical marvel.
Yes.
Props to Guerrilla. I wouldn't have thought in the world they would have. I mean, I know they were good. That they were gurus when it came to technical stuff because they always made the Killzone games look you know, really good. But I mean, those are first-person shooters games. Also, this is a completely different beast, which they have tamed like superbly, you know.
You almost
they roadcasted that shit.
It almost looked like they've been doing this for a while, and I can imagine, you know, Sony being a little bit, you know, a little bit nervous about this, going, "Oh, we don't."
There's
know,
a point,
you
and
know?
Demo has seen it.
Yeah,
I mean, the moment you see the idea, it's like, okay,
I see where you're going. With
I see. Yeah. I like it. I thought that idea was phenomenal. So those are good.
Props to them.
Yeah, those are the good points. The bad points, the points of contention that I have is. I thought the loot system was pointless because
you were telling me,
you have white, green, and purple, but it's not like you're finding this loot
blue.
Yeah, sorry, you have the typical, the nominal, but it's not like you're doing anything special with this. You're not finding it anywhere. It's the purple one is the only weapon that you're gonna want to buy, unless you're strapped on cash, which you almost never are if you're selling stuff proper. So it defeats the purpose of buying any greens, completely.
Yeah, I was selling all the greens.
But that's another thing. You don't. I think I found one weapon, literally one weapon, somewhere. Everything else I had to buy, So I wasn't.
The loot didn't include weapons and stuff like that.
No, or yeah, exactly. It was always like materials and more materials and more materials to do, to then take
or
to a vendor.
Yeah,
which I thought that was like kind of. Then I did not understand what was the point of buying maps. You buy the maps once, you get the stuff, and then it's there. Then why I have to go through the trouble of buying the map? Why not just tell me where shit is?
Well. We'll put it as a story wise. It's like, okay, does she automatically know where all this stuff is?
No, that's true.
So this is a way of saying this is how she knows.
But then I thought,
there.
Okay, so I buy the 4 maps for the 4 collecty shit that you need to get, and then another vendor sell me more maps. So I'm thinking, so this must be for new things. But no, I buy them and they're the same. Fucking maps that I bought already.
No, you didn't.
So now I have 2 maps for the same thing. I was
going to say it was marked. It should have been marked that you already had it.
Yes, but because they were, I wasn't thinking of that. Like I wasn't thinking of that on the backpack the backpack icon, that means okay, you already have this.
Yeah,
You don't need this again.
Exactly. Yeah.
The other thing is, I thought the collectathons were supremely overwhelming. Like, what was the point of them?
That being said, there weren't that many. If you really look at,
There weren't that many.
Yeah,
That's
if
true.
you really look at it, it's probably maybe 2 dozen
But-
of each one of those things.
True, but when the payout is nothing,
No, that's
it's
true. There was
like
no payoff, yeah.
even not that many is too much.
Yeah.
because
The only ones that I think were good were the Vantage ones because I kind of wanted to see glimpses of the old world.
it shows
but
you a
that was
glimpse of the
Yeah.
of the old world. Yeah, but the going to get the Banu figures
Yeah.
and going to go to get the vase, the vases and whatnot. That shit was pointless. You go and turn them in to a vendor again. All you do is just collect crap to take to vendors, and they give you literal garbage. It was they give you more
stuff,
green
yeah.
crap, which you're never going
You're
to
never
use.
gonna
It was
use, yeah.
like, what the hell? What was the point of this? I thought I was gonna end up with a better weapon. I thought it was gonna end up with something cool. No, they completely botched it.
I wonder if there's something at the end of it, like with the hunting grounds. If you get all the full suns, you get a skill point. You know what I mean, or something like that. Instead of which I don't know if they're going to give you a skill point, but maybe there's something
anything
behind it. Yeah.
Give me anything cool, but don't make me go through all of them, collect them all, and then be like, oh,
Have you
thank
collected them all?
Yeah, I collect everything.
And nothing happened. Okay.
Nothing.
Okay.
That
So I
was-
haven't collected them all. So
It was
I don't
don't
know.
waste your time because it is total garbage. I thought that was really, really, really bad.
You know what I think though? I think all that was is for the novice or the beginner, just busy work. Keep them occupado.
That's
Yeah,
to
keep
keep
them
you in the game
occupied, they
more
don't know
longer.
what the hell
Yeah.
they're doing.
Yeah,
Just
it's
keep 'em
extending
occupied.
it, and I'm not saying looking for them was fun, but I think the fun was because I kept thinking.
There's
At
gonna
the
be
end of it,
something
it's
there.
gonna be it's gonna be something cool. I'm gonna get another piece of armor. I'm gonna get maybe a orange weapon. I don't know, dude. Complete disappointment. And then the vantage points. That guy, the guy
The
describing
Shipocalypse. Yeah.
Apoca shitstorm, day something. Oh my god, that guy was insufferable. I'm glad you're dead. I don't want to hear you use the term Apoca shitstorm anymore.
Yeah, I got annoying. Yeah.
That got really annoying. So
Well, I mean, that's all I have left to say. We're at the 2:05 mark. So,
before we finish,
Uh-huh.
what's your score?
oh, dude, I'd probably give it. I'd give it a 9.5.
Wow,
I'd give it a
really?
9.5, and honestly, the 5 is only for the little things that I just, the fact that it's open world, the fact I want to go back and play it. This is one of those things where I finish a game, I almost always uninstall it and move on. And no, I haven't played anything else. First off, because I've been letting that ending kind of just sink in. That's one, but two, I want to go back and kill some more freaking robot dinosaurs. It's just so, and honestly, as much as I say about those collectible things, I probably want to go back and finish collecting them. You know what I mean? So,
Ed, you haven't played this game at all. You're only seen it. What's your score?
Listen, just from the little bit I've seen, for somebody who's just beginning, the graphic was awesome.
amazing. Yeah.
It
Absolutely.
makes you want to. It made me want to explore. Like I said, I pestered my daughter to let me play.
Yeah, you should watch her play. You should watch her play.
I have watched her play, and it's quite interesting. Has she, surrendered
The
the control to
Joy-Con?
me? Not yet, but I'm working my way there, and I think that I will give it a thumbs up.
All right. I'm gonna be controversial. I'm gonna say an 8 out of 10. It's
How's that controversial?
It's still a good score. I don't
B
know
plus,
because
man.
I feel like everybody praises it like it should be like almost perfect. And I mean, we live in a
Nothing is perfect,
post Zelda world. Well,
True.
have you played Zelda, sir?
No, I haven't.
And
But that's a
neither have I.
10. So,
Hey,
But
having
a lot
intense.
of everybody says so, so it must be true.
I guess
The
so.
internet says so. No, but seriously, I enjoyed the story when it picked up. The middle of it was too much of a lull to me, and it got me. I mean, at one point, I believe I posted. It's like, I think I'm done, dude. I think this is not grabbing me. I'm not feeling the tribal,
I was.
the thing.
I was, yeah.
Bow and arrow. I already did that in Tomb Raider. This game is forcing me to use nothing but that. But even though not really, because you do get other weapons. But like it never felt like I was and it, for a reason, a super badass. You're not a super shoulder in this game,
which is great.
Which
I
is
think
great.
that's a good
Exactly.
thing, yeah.
Exactly. I learned to appreciate that later on. I wasn't feeling the character. I wasn't even feeling the facial animations, but then I saw Mass Effect Andromeda.
Yeah, I was gonna say
then-
there's worse out there.
And then I was like, oh, yeah, no, they have to be completely vindicated.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's still a great score.
I was joking. Yeah, I was joking with the controversial. It's still a great score. It's an 8 out
Yeah,
of 10.
that's a
for me.
great score.
You just couldn't put yourself in the long hair, could you?
Yes.
Yes. Well, that brings us to the end.
To the
of
real
this
end.
long ass episode. Once again, goodgame.tech. Go there before it runs out the subscription we have.
We're gonna renew.
We're gonna
right?
renew now. So yeah, we'll see you guys next week on the Mouthful. Yeah, no more GG. No. GG is the Mouthful. GG.